Man, oh, we're stuck at 30%. Are we gonna get online?
Hey,
Oh, hey, perfect timing. We're just about ready to go live.
do it. Do it.
Oh, I pussied out and I just put uh, uh, you know who in the bad boy, so he can't get on. Instead of just kicking him.
All right,
I
right.
just I feel like if I'm gonna kick him, I should at least say something like, "Hey, dude, what the fuck is going on?" and then kick him. But nah, I don't want to do that. I don't know, man. As long as he's not back on the show anytime soon, if ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fucking Ruth Bader Ginsburg, right? Everybody's thrilled. I don't.
The people who were fucking like going off on like and like sending fucking mail to her family and shit saying fuck you for not making her quit under Obama.
Are you fucking serious? People are doing
Like
that?
what is
Dude, it's
wrong with you?
Horrible. Like, yeah, okay, look, I hated Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and maybe they loved Ruth Bader Ginsburg, but I'm not going to write her fucking family a letter and just unload on them.
Yeah, dude, literally leftists are fucking like more angry at her than fucking anyone else.
Well, she's dead. She couldn't have done anything better for the right than to die, and just in general for, the country. She's done a tremendous service. But, I mean, Jesus, going after her family, that's fucking low.
Yeah, she really was the legislate from the bench type, dude.
Oh yeah. Like I don't even care. I honestly I kind of hope Trump picks a judge only because his track record so far is relatively even keel judges. Like they're not fucking
They're not
crazy
activists,
right
they're
wing.
not fucking yeah.
He didn't put fucking what's his name that radio guy that does all the fucking drugs all the time.
Rush Limbaugh?
Yeah, he didn't put Rush Limbaugh on the fucking Supreme Court. You know what I mean? Like,
Jesus fucking Christ! Could you imagine?
God, yes.
Could you fucking imagine?
Oh, as I was saying it, I was kind of thinking, well, maybe that'd be funny though.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to go with a fucking running joke that could be like 30 years long.
Yeah. No, I want fucking Nick Sandman.
Then maybe.
I want Nick Sandman.
Dude, are there any qualifications for that? Like, do they have to have a law degree?
Nick Sandman could very well be the Supreme Court justice. I'm pretty sure there's not even an age limit.
Yeah. There is an age limit.
I mean, you have to be an
I
adult.
think that's it. I think you have to be 35.
Oh, you know what? You might be right.
I gotta look it up now. Because, I was kind of wondering, like, wow, do they even need to have a law degree, or can you literally put anyone up there?
Wait a minute, no. I'm looking, the first thing says no. And it says, while the Constitution stipulates qualifications for being President of the United States, it is silent as to qualifications for Supreme Court justices.
And no explicit requirements in the U.S. Constitution
however,
for a person to be nominated to become. No age, education, job experience, or citizenship rules exist. Wow.
So Trump could just pick some random Vietnamese dude. I fucking would. If I ever get to be president, I'm supporting a Supreme Court justice. We're starting in fucking Guam.
I'm gonna find a Haitian orphan to make fucking Supreme Court justice.
Oh God.
You also gotta remember they do actually have to be fucking confirmed, which
right.
I know.
Yeah, you'd have to have even if your fucking party is in power or has the fucking the majority in the Senate. Yeah, they would all have to be like, yeah, that's hilarious. We're all signing off on that, and that seems unlikely.
I'm just picturing a scene in a movie. They do those like montage scenes of just like the president bringing in a series of just terrible ideas for Supreme Court justice with this big smile, and every time the whole Senate going, fucking no. just over and over.
It's like not even wrong with you. Asking any questions, dude. Like, you're fucking insane.
Oh God. No, but it does look like there are preferred qualifications. So, like, in general, like, yeah, you probably got to be at least 35. They're probably not going to vote you in if you're, under 40, really. And I doubt they would vote you in if you weren't like, at least
Yeah,
somewhat
judge.
versed in the law at some point.
Yeah.
Or a lawyer for a long time.
I wonder if that's ever
I mean,
happened. I mean, I would doubt it, but I wonder if anyone has ever actually gotten onto the Supreme Court without having at least a fucking law degree.
I mean, judging by some of the decisions, a lot.
Right.
But,
Yeah, because believe it or not, I believe Ginsburg did, in fact. I mean, she didn't really have much use for the Constitution when she was making rulings, apparently. But she apparently did get a law degree of some sort.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh man. That whole thing is going to be crazy. I saw a lot of people talking about like, oh, how if he gets reelected, he'll pick a judge. I'm like, no, he's going to pick a judge before the election. Like, there's no fucking way they're not going to cram it through. Like, at least try. I mean, it'd be insane not to take this opportunity.
Yeah, didn't Obama try to do that?
Well, yeah, but Mitch McConnell and the House were all Republican, like, well, not all Republican, but controlled by the Republicans, so they weren't going to let him. Right. And they used the whole like, oh, you're almost being elected, you shouldn't be allowed to make that choice yet, as an excuse, which they're going to conveniently forget. I mean, let's not pretend any of these people are decent.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, that's a thing. I think they're somehow trying to count it as they held off instead of they just didn't manage to get it done. You know what I mean? Like, no, we did it back with Obama. We held off. We didn't, we didn't appoint a new.
Oh yeah, no, they tried
judge
when
Obama
they couldn't get the votes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They did appoint a shit ton. None of them got approved.
Yeah,
like that was like they appointed a bunch. Like you can't just make a claim that no, like we didn't appoint anyone. I guess you fucking did. You appointed like fucking 13. And they all everyone said fucking no 13 fucking times.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if
they tried
to traitors.
They just failed. Although fuck, I remember back with George W. Like they refused to nominate 2 of them, and he just appointed one fucking by edict or whatever. You guys remember that?
You're talking about like federal judges, because it's obviously not Supreme Court justices.
No.
I don't think that's possible.
I recall him just saying
Bush didn't. Bush. Wait, are you talking about Bush Senior or Bush Junior?
It's too important not to have this vacant this long.
Are you talking about Bush Senior or Bush Junior?
Junior.
Bush Junior didn't appoint any Supreme Court judges.
Are you sure?
I'm looking it up right now.
I'm pretty fucking sure.
Yeah. Again, and my memory's horrible, so it could have very well been like a Court of Appeals or fucking Ninth Circuit.
Well, I mean,
or whatever.
So George W. Bush did. Let's see. In 2005, that would have been the first Bush or the second Bush?
Yeah, it's second Bush.
So he did.
92
first Bush was like fucking 80s, 90s, dude.
So he replaced Sandra Day O'Connor with John Roberts.
Supreme Court.
And then.
Oh, right. Okay. All right.
So
I missed one.
Yeah, whoever. What's the name? Alito? Something Alito?
Connor.
Okay. Bush announced federal pettit judge John Roberts. Okay. September 5th. Judge. Yeah, Rehnquist died. Nominated Roberts. Got that. He was confirmed. And then White House counsel Harriet Myers to succeed withdrew her nomination. Okay. After facing significant opposition, 31st nominated Samuel Alito as his new choice. So he did. Yeah, he did too. I could have swore he just fucking said, you know what, fuck you guys, I'm just putting one in.
No, O'Connor was being... So Harriet Myers didn't get appointed, though.
Right, yeah, no.
Samuel Alito got confirmed.
Yeah.
So he only did one, right?
No.
Oh, no, he got Roberts and Alito. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But he clearly didn't just appoint them. They were confirmed. Because he can't. Like, that's just not how that works. It might have been a case where it was like, all right, fine,
apparently
fuck it, here's
I don't remember
Roberts.
shit correctly.
Well, that's why I went to
definitely
Google instead of weighing in.
misremembering.
I was just like, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna look this up.
'Cause, yeah, I could have swore there was one where like they rejected like two picks, and then
Yeah, that was
George W. was
the.
like, no, I'm just going to appoint somebody because it's too important not to be filled.
No, that's probably
so
the argument they
nobody-
used to get them confirmed. It's just like, look, you guys have to confirm somebody. We can't just leave this open forever.
Hmm. Yeah,
But,
or maybe you like threaten to do it, and they're like, okay, fine, we'll put Alito through.
Well, he couldn't. That's the thing. It's in the Constitution. There's no way around appointing them by the Senate.
You have to be confirmed by the Senate.
Yeah, and I think Bush was before the Democrats forced the nuclear option in, or was it after? Where it
I
stopped
think that
having to be
was-
60 out of 100 to
I think it was
to work.
right after that, or right around that area. Yeah, the thing that's going to fuck them now, because I assume
Yeah.
it used to be require an absolute majority, right?
No.
Like
It used to
2/3
require
majority?
60 out of the Senate as a bare
60.
minimum. Yeah, 60 is the minimum. So
Yeah.
not quite a supermajority.
So yeah,
Which
and
is
I
what,
believe
usually
McConnell
75?
warned them at the time when they put in that thing where it just has to be a simple majority.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
you're-
they
guys,
amended
we're not
it to
going to like
be-
how this turns out down the road.
Yeah,
and now
McConnell
it's
said,
coming
like,
back.
specifically, it's McConnell who said it, too. He's like, you are really going to regret this later on.
Mm-hmm.
And they really are right now, judging by the tears on Twitter.
Yeah. So I think there's like what 2 or 3 Republicans, Mitt Romney and a couple other ones that might still. Mitt Romney's going to vote against it because he's a fucking idiot.
Because Mitt Romney's a piece of shit. And I don't know why
Really is,
his constituents keep voting him in office. And then the other two are probably in blue states or something, and they're just in, like, they're just
Yeah.
barely hanging on, and so they don't want to fuck it up, I'm sure. But also consider, like, that's only 3. As long as they only lose, they can lose 4 altogether and still, with Pence as the deciding vote, win.
Yeah.
So
yeah, if it's a
they're
fucking
actually in
tiebreaker,
pretty
goes to
decent
Pence.
shape.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a good, really good chance it's going to happen.
And it's important that they do it now because I forget which senator, but one of the senators is probably going to get thrown out, and somebody else is going to take their place in some sort of weird special election that they've somehow managed, just some sort of farce.
Yeah.
So
good
I'm not
time.
sure. So then that's going to probably be a Democrat that replaces that one. So
Who?
I forget who it was. One of the guys I work with is like fucking Rain Man of politics. Like he's just really fucking. He's like Sticks, but much better. Like much more on the ball.
Like Reddit level autism, but with politics.
Yeah, Reddit level autism with politics. Exactly. That is 100% right. I love talking with the dude. And he was talking about it last night. So I know if he's saying something, it's definitely like a true statement. I just don't know which senator. I want to say it started with an R or like an H. But there was some sort of special election thing that's going on in the state that they're going to like revoke him as senator and put a Democrat in his place. I don't know the details of it. I'm sure it's crooked because it's not the standard, term. Like if this person won the election and legitimately, then they should get to serve their whole term as the senator. I mean, I suppose you should be able to recall senators, but it seems kind of odd to. I don't know. There's so much fucking crooked bullshit with politics. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, that's the only thing that really worries me is I really feel like the left is going to fucking. Well, I know they're going to try. Like, there's not really.
Oh, there's
going to
be ballot harvesting on an unfucking believable scale this election.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost the devil. All right, but
Oh, did he drop out? He sure did.
Yeah. But he probably switched computers. Yeah, there's gonna be untold fucking election interference from the Dems for sure. Probably like Bush Jr. level.
Right.
But we'll have to see though, because I think that Trump is picking up steam. He's going to probably get this third justice in, which is honestly, even if he loses, then it's not a total loss.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Man, his fucking. I'd still prefer he win over fucking Biden, but yeah, if he can get that third justice in, I mean, that's gonna be. God, that's gonna affect shit for fucking decades, dude.
It would definitely open the door for a lot of gun rights things to be overturned.
Right,
A lot of the bad gun laws could get overturned. So that would be pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, that is definitely one of the big ones that Ginsburg didn't seem to really bother interpreting the Constitution on.
Yep. And then there was another thing. Oh, I guess a lot of people are going after Andy No or whatever. I think his name is No.
Yeah,
it's fucking
what
annoying.
What did he do now?
Well, no, there's a lot of people mad because he posts on Twitter and stuff like he'll post people who get arrested for like violent felonies in the so-called peaceful protests.
Oh, right.
So he's like, oh yeah, peaceful protests. Well, here's this guy who fucking murdered somebody, or here's this guy who, committed felony assault or rape.
Was lighting up fires up and down the I-5 corridor.
And all of these things are public record. Like, you can just literally look up any of these people and find them. But somehow he's doxing, and it's evil and wrong, and they have to get him off of all the platforms.
Yeah. The fucking... Did Twitter actually fuck with him about it?
I have no idea. I just saw that they were mad at him.
Yeah,
I didn't
Twitter
see the
does usually
results.
seem to go along with the shit if it's against any kind of leftist shit. They will put it down under the barriers.
Oh well. Then I think, what is it? Facebook? Yeah, I think it's Facebook. There's a bunch of celebrities doing a protest where they're going to shut down their pages for like a certain period of time, and the whole thing is like, basically they just want Facebook to completely and utterly silence Republicans and just not allow any conservative point of view on there.
Pretty close anyway, isn't it?
It's no profit from hate.
I haven't been on Facebook in fucking years, dude. But
oh god, I can't imagine.
What it's like.
Is it even relevant anymore?
To some degree, I guess. I guess there's still people. I mean, young people have pretty much done away with it. Or kind of like how Styx was saying, like, yeah, I use it to like say that I'm releasing videos and that kind of shit. But other than that, he doesn't really use it. I think that's, a lot of, content creators will use it for that kind of shit. I don't think I don't. I mean, I think my mom does. Like, it's older people.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to anymore.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the reason is because too many fucking grandmas were on it.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, this is definitely officially not cool anymore. Yeah, but still, somehow they're maintaining their fucking numbers, I guess. Facebook, we're talking about how nobody really uses it anymore except for like grandmas and grandpas.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I mean, do either of you two go on Facebook at all?
I've been on Facebook in
Oh, yeah.
a long while.
Yeah, I've gone on like very rarely, just because I'll go on like every 6 months or so to see because I don't have Messenger or any of that shit on my phone. So I'll go on just to see if I have any fucking messages. But beyond that, yeah, I'm never on that shit.
Yeah, it was nice to keep in touch with like family and friends like that I knew from like high school, but
that's the other thing, dude. It's kind of like if you're like, oh, I wonder what that person's up to, and then you can kind of like search them out. But yeah, I don't even do that anymore. Oh shit, I gotta grab my smokes. I'll be back.
See what this and that person's up to. Yeah, Facebook stalking, that's what Facebook was for. Finding out everything you can about somebody so that you can be really creepy and like masturbate to their pictures.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I saw one post where somebody.
Dude.
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say I saw one.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh,
Okay, no, seriously, go.
I was just gonna say one last thing on Facebook. I saw a post where somebody was talking about. They were really grossed out because they found out their friend masturbated to pictures of people on his friends list in Facebook, and I was just like, "Well, aren't we sheltered?" Like, I thought that's what like 90% of people used Facebook for.
If you're an even remotely attractive chick and you don't understand that somebody spanked it to you,
oh god. I mean, pretty much everybody's been masturbated to at some point or another. I mean, there's all sorts of freaks out there, man.
But yeah.
There's probably a whole mess of people who, when Ginsburg died, were like, I'm never going to get laid. Oh, man. So moving on, you had something else, I assume?
All right, give me a second. No, I was going to say, I was looking through the chat here in the Discord, the Escape from New York thing that you had put about the defunding the police.
Oh, yeah.
I'd actually had a similar thought where it was about Chicago. I was like, I wonder if you could tell someone that they're filming a sequel called Escape from Chicago and just go into certain neighborhoods in Chicago and just tell them that no, they're filming a sequel called Escape from Chicago, and convince them that they're actually just doing that and it's not just a total fucking shithole.
Oh my god. You could use a green screen and like recreate like the Escape from LA and just make it Escape from Chicago. Just film a lot of that shit, or just take the footage off the fucking internet and just use that as like the backdrop.
The neighborhoods are so shitty there that it probably looks like Escape from fucking.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be perfect. You could do it as like it's like a mean joke.
Right. If only I could get to Chicago somehow.
Where is Chicago?
Illinois.
Okay, there we go.
It's somewhere near a Great Lake, I'm pretty sure. Actually, it's not that far from Detroit, because I remember when I went to hang out with my friend in Detroit, we were contemplating going over to Chicago. It wasn't that far. So we went to Cleveland instead. What a great fucking choice.
Let's see. It's pulling up on the
Rock
map.
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was there, so I think that was part of it.
Yeah,
but
Lake Michigan.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cleveland's on Lake Erie, but yeah, is Chicago? It's actually on Lake Michigan, right? It's not like inland or anything.
No, it's like right on the lake. Yeah, essentially. Okay. On Lake Michigan.
Yeah, I figured. Usually the bigger cities are on some kind of waterway.
Because that's where all the trade was.
Yeah, it was like the middle of the country, like waypoint or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay. Wait a minute, was I looking at the right Chicago? Yeah, okay, I was.
Yeah. Google it and ask it if Beetlejuice is the mayor. If so, it's the right one.
Hey, it's not that far from Gary, Indiana. It is really far from Detroit, by the way. Detroit's all the way across Michigan from it.
Yeah. Well, it was... Yeah, I didn't really want to go there anyway. I probably should have. Yeah, I think that was a big part of it. I was man. Oh, I wanted to go to... We went to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. That's why we were by Cleveland. But we weren't really going to Cleveland. I just wanted to go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton.
Yeah.
And then, obviously it was near there at that point.
Man, Arizona is empty as fuck. So is New Mexico.
You mean population-wise?
No, I just mean like if you look at the map, like California, there's all these big fucking cities everywhere. And then you look at like New Mexico and Arizona, there's like a small cluster and then nothing in the rest of the whole fucking state.
Yeah, it's like the Phoenix area, Tucson area, a little bit up in Flagstaff. But yeah, especially if you look around Flagstaff, there's fucking nothing.
Well, and then New Mexico's got Albuquerque and Las Cruces, and that's fucking it.
Oh, yeah, no. And even Albuquerque, man, I've driven through there. That does not seem like a big city. And I guess it's really not.
Nah, I'm sure.
I think it's only like 500,000 people or something. If that. Because I remember going through, like, this is the biggest city in fucking New Mexico? Holy shit.
Man. That makes my area fucking... My area is like so fucking populated because we're like that close to San Francisco, so... there's probably like a dozen major fucking cities right around this one fucking area.
Yeah, you guys have like 5 of the top 25 populated cities in the country.
Yeah, well, Los Angeles is massive.
Yeah, it's like Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, San Jose. What's the other one I'm thinking of?
Probably Fresno or Vallejo. Maybe?
I don't think Fresno's in the top 25.
Sacramento's pretty big.
Sacramento, maybe.
Well, it's got a bunch of colleges near it, so that probably helps.
Yeah, plus it's actually the fucking capital for some reason. Is that? I wonder if that's a like a geographic thing. Like, is Sacramento towards the middle of the state? Why isn't LA the capital of California?
Probably because Hollywood is relatively new compared to Sacramento.
Yeah.
I imagine Sacramento was... Oh, you know what? If you follow the bay, the San Francisco Bay and all that shit, and it flows into these rivers, and they sort of terminate near Sacramento. So that's probably, like, the farthest you could get river fucking, like, trade up into the States before you had to start going over land.
I can imagine why it was back then. I'm just wondering why it was never changed.
Oh, well, it's hard to change that kind of thing. I mean, how many state capitals have ever been changed?
Yeah, well, it used to be Tucson here, and it got changed to Phoenix. But
so
again,
that's one.
That was fucking... I wonder when that was. Actually, I don't even know. I should probably know that.
Well, Arizona's also smart enough not to do the fucking daylight savings time like California is, too, so...
Capital of Arizona. City was chosen over too. Oh, you know what? It was actually it was only I think it was only Tucson while it was still a territory, and when it became a state, because it only became a state in 1912, which is not that long ago, relatively speaking. So when it became a state, it was chosen over Tucson, and even then, it was only because it was centrally located. Yeah. Tucson's Tucson's only like 40 miles from the Mexico border. That's a really old city, Well, like Phoenix is laid out like a modern city, like the fucking streets are grid-like, that kind of shit. And fucking Tucson, there's all kinds of twisty, turny, fucked up roads.
Yeah, old fucking roads.
Okay, yeah. See, I thought we changed it. Let's see, Phoenix, Colorado.
Texas might change it to fucking Austin if they don't put up a fence to stop the fucking Californians from getting in.
That is our state capital.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, Austin, right?
Yeah. What did you think
I'm so sorry.
Was?
I thought it was Houston.
Really?
Well, it is the biggest city. I mean, it's like the 4th biggest city in the country, right? I mean, what kind of makes sense that
at least I didn't say a city like in Georgia
are generally the capitals,
or like in fucking Louisiana. It's Des Moines.
Baton Rouge is the capital of Louisiana. It's not New Orleans like it probably should be.
It really probably shouldn't.
Like in New York, like Albany is the capital of New York, and fucking Albany is, you know what I mean? Especially compared to the biggest city in the fucking country. You know, it's just a little fucking hick town, relatively. And it's pretty far up there. Like it's kind of mid-state, I guess. But actually, I'm wondering what the population is there.
This is taking a weird turn. We're looking up like city populations and shit.
Wow, there's not even 100,000 people in Albany. Wow. Is this like fucking Failure doing the fucking Street View shit?
No, it's not quite that level. Oh man.
All right, we're getting there, so we should probably talk about something topical.
Oh, Satan, you fucking influenced me for the worse.
How so?
I don't know if you saw the message I gave you, but this guy was talking about how, like, 24 out of his 25 friends have all died in the span of 3 years. And my immediate thought was like, well, you're not a very good friend or you join them. It's just like, Jesus.
God's trying to tell you something, buddy.
So I left that as the comment. But I'm blaming someone else. Because that was a little fucked up.
You were channeling the spirit of Satan?
Yep. I'm blaming the devil. I also saw a great question on Reddit. What if God showed up and said, no, it's pronounced Jod, and then just left? It was the punniest question ever.
Hey, he shows up every 1,000 years, dude, to answer a question. Haven't you seen South Park?
Dude, that'd be fucking great. I got a lot of questions.
Dude, have you seen that episode? It's the one where the boys think they're getting their period because they're bleeding out of their asses, like they have some kind of infection.
Where they just
and God
get
shows up and they're like, oh, what are we going to ask him? And then fucking Kyle asks them, or Stan, whoever, when am I going to get my period? And that's what God answers. Boys don't get your period. Your friends are all just having infections. And then he takes off for 1,000 years.
What would I ask God if I had one question?
What the fuck were you thinking?
Why fucking platypus? Why? Why did you make that? That's just mean. And why make such a cute creature that has a poison foot? Well, I mean, it's a spur on their back feet, but it's still poisonous, and it looks so petable.
That's a really weird animal, dude. Yeah, that one's probably got, there was a planet full of intelligent platypuses, and they crash landed on this planet and just went feral.
Went feral. Oh, no.
Kind of like octopuses. Apparently, octopuses are another one that people claim that is from another planet.
There was a dude who was trying to train an octopus, I think, on Netflix.
Train it to do what?
Like, do tricks? Like, here, swim into the jar. Ooh, swim out of the jar, kind of thing. And I've seen people that play with fish, like, they throw the fish, and then the fish swims back, and like, throw me again, and then they throw the fish, and the fish swims back.
That sounds like a fucking solid use of your time.
Hey. Somebody makes those videos. I gotta watch them.
I don't think I've ever actually seen an octopus, like, in the ocean.
They're like little puffy, colorful clouds that float around in the ocean.
Yeah, well, I mean, I spent a lot of time in the tide pools and shit, because especially when he was younger, my son liked the tide pool stuff. It actually is pretty fun. We go with little nets and catch the crabs.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool shit you can catch on the beach, like just random ass shit that you can eat. There's like a few YouTube channels dedicated to that, where it's like people that just walk along the beach and they're like, oh, this is something you can eat, and this is something you can eat, and then they grab it all and cook it. I think the best is the one where they just pour salt down the little air holes that pop up, and these giant fucking crabs start like surfacing out.
Wow.
They're like long stick-looking crabs. Or not crabs, clam-like looking, like clam-like things.
Yeah.
Gooey duck or geoduck or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah. For some reason it's pronounced gooey duck, even though it's like Geoduck.
Yeah. There's gooey duck, and then there's one other one that's like a more slender version of that. But they do it the same way with each. They like pour salt down its air hole. It's just kind of fucked up if you think about it. Like, oh, were you breathing down there? Let me fix that for you.
Yeah, come on up, buddy.
Hunting is not a kind-hearted sport.
The last time I was there, we went out on the my sister's husband's in the Navy, so we got to go on the base down there on Coronado Island, and basically because it's so restricted, There's a bunch of fucking seashells and shit to find.
Oh,
Found like
yeah.
we ended up finding almost 50 whole sand dollars.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
And probably a lot less
anywhere
cigarette
else,
butts.
you'll be lucky to find 2 or 3 that are, totally intact. And we found almost fucking 50 of them.
Very nice. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, the fun part of the beaches here is like, it's not that, there's seashells. You can't really find many seashells, but you just got to watch for the glass from the people that come out and drink at night and like break bottles all over the glass or all over the rocks near them.
Yeah.
That's the fun part of our beaches. And the cigarette butts.
Yeah. Like I said, on the military base, you avoid all that shit.
Yeah, they're probably much nicer. Yeah, there's depending on where you go. Like some of the beaches are really nice, but there's some where like a lot of people hang out and it's really fucking gross.
Yeah, the ones by Carlsbad, I didn't really see much of that. Yeah, their beaches were generally pretty clean.
Yeah, there's like 2 big ones here where there like a lot of people hang out and a lot of kids and shit. So there's always trash and like stuff all over those ones.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of littler beaches that are quite nice if you look around. There's one where there's a bunch of fucking jellyfish there all the time. That's a trip. That's up by fucking like Fort Bragg.
Yeah.
You can pick up and like throw jellyfish at your friends. It's great. Come on.
Yeah.
You got a car full of dudes. No, they didn't sting.
I just want to pee on somebody, so I'm going to throw a jellyfish at them until they get stung.
No, these ones didn't sting.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I still don't appreciate the fact that we still call that jellyfish stings. Like it's not a sting. It's fucking poison. It's always been poison.
Oh, is it really? I never really paid much attention.
No jellyfish has a stinger.
Yeah,
it's just poison.
A bunch of little barbs, right? That ooze the poison out.
Ooh, they ooze the poison into you. You're getting cucked by a jellyfish if you get the poison.
Seen them? It literally looks like the person got burned.
So it sounds like it's just caustic acid ass poison. Burn the shit out of you. And jellyfish look so tasty.
I never saw a Portuguese man of war, but I remember reading about him, and I was fucking terrified of him.
Don't jellyfish look like you could just put them in a bowl and like eat them with a spoon?
Yeah, it's like Jello.
Yeah,
it's fucking delicious. See if I can find some interesting pictures.
Oh, like the man of war? I've never heard of man of war. Well, I've heard of man of war, but I never really I don't know what they are. I mean, other than
it's
just like giant jellyfish.
It's got like a big fucking gas sack that hangs out above the surface.
That was just like a politician. Just a big fucking sack of hot air and connected to it. Oh, there's a beetle that's fucking squirts out boiling water.
That's odd.
That is interesting.
I wish I had more to tell you. I just saw like a little snippet. So.
That's a pretty good picture.
Oh wait,
let's see if that posts. Yeah, it's a pretty decent picture. So yeah, it's one that actually has this weird like gas sack above water, and then all the weird long ass tentacles underneath. Did that go through on the Discord?
Oh, let me see. Oh, it's not boiling water; it's super hot acid. Oh, those do not look delicious. Those kind of look pretty fucking mean.
Yeah. Yeah, and like the little frill on the top can, like a lot of times it's like purplish or pinkish color.
It's all the spikes. The spikes do not look friendly.
Yeah.
What are you doing here, Tommy? I didn't invite you.
I'm just curious to see what your crackhead ass is doing.
Let's see.
I also came to say voody, voody, voody alert.
Get the fuck out. Get the absolute fuck out of here.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
Oh, it's poison that's heated to 100 degrees Celsius that it then sprays.
So either way,
it's the bombardier beetle.
Yeah, it's bad. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're the ones that actually makes like a little explosion thing, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hence the name. But yeah, those things, for whatever reason, I was fucking terrified of those fucking Man of War things, dude. Even though I literally still, to this day, have never seen one. Oh, yeah. This one shows how long the fucking tentacle thingies get. We'll get that one in there.
Are they as long as my dick? No.
It's like you're asking to be fucking made fun of, dude.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was kind of dumb.
I said long.
I was trying to be like sarcastic about those people that always measure their dick against everything, but
Oh, yeah.
oh damn, that is pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I think that was what I found most terrifying about it.
If you put that in like an alien
At all,
movie,
there's a good chance you're near the fucking tentacles.
yeah, if you put this in like a fucking movie about aliens, like they're on an alien world and they pull that shit out of the water, that'd be 100% believable. I mean, it looks like a fucking alien.
Yeah, jellyfish are pretty fucking weird. The way they reproduce is really fucking... Like, it's almost impossible to, like, kill them, dude. Because they go back, like, if they're, like... Whenever conditions are not ideal or whatever, they go back into, like, kind of a... Almost a...
Oh, like a stasis?
hibernative type state. Yeah, but when they do that, they make a bunch of copies of themselves. You know what I mean? They still will make a bunch of copies of them that'll fucking all float off and shit.
Oh, that's fucking
It's really
weird.
weird. Yeah, because I know somewhere off of Japan, I believe. Did that guy really just fucking leave? Did he get tired of the Man of War talk, the jellyfish talk?
Oh, that guy left a while ago.
Yeah.
I think right after he said booty, booty, booty alert.
Booty
Okay.
with a V.
Oh, voody.
What is
What
the
is a
significance of
voody
that?
alert?
A voodie is a pedophilic old man who used to hang out in our gaming group that is no longer allowed in our gaming group because he's a pedophilic old man.
Yeah, that is understandable.
Why do people fucking share that? So, like, I don't understand why somebody who's pedophilic would be like, hey, I'm a pedophile. That seems like a fucking dumb thing to say, right? Like, obviously you don't want to hang out with the guys
He
that
didn't
fucking
come out and say
creep, but-
that. Like, I assume just his actions made it obvious, right? Or did he literally come out and say
because he was going after this girl that we all thought was like, I don't know, like she was fucking young and dumb, but we figured she was at least of age. Then it turns out she was 15, and we all found out that she was 15. He went, yeah, I'm gonna keep
he
going.
was interested?
See, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you would just at least pretend you're not going to do it. Like, what the fuck would you just be open about that for? That's fucking creepy.
Speaking of which, did we ever talk about cuties?
Oh, yeah, we did last time.
Okay. But, dude, what did you think of that search thing on YouTube that I showed you?
Oh, that's fucking weird. Yeah, where it just stops giving you auto
I've
suggestions.
never seen that, dude. Yeah, you type in cutie, C-U-T-I-E, you get the regular, like, suggestions based on what starts with cutie. You add that S, cuties, and you get absolutely no search suggestions.
Well, and I think that's because pretty much everybody hates it. Like, except for fucking, like, the Young Turks.
No, but it's still, like, if you type in cuties and search, you still get results videos. It just doesn't give you any of the suggestions.
I don't know,
what I mean?
man. It is weird. It is very strange.
Chose to do, but I don't.
I think
it's
it's
because
they're hoping that
I think
people
they're
who
trying to
are
protect
they're hoping that people who are searching cuties won't see like cuties, pedophile, child porn, that kind of shit. Then because that would be the top of the predictive searches, because I'm sure that's what a lot of people are looking at.
Yeah, fucking.
And then
or
fucking
audition.
the
Like, yeah,
anti-cues.
you needed. There's nothing suspicious about doing 700 auditions for those parts.
The fucking I'm sure there's movies where they've done more. I mean, obviously everything about that is creepy.
Sure about that? You're sure about that?
I'm sure there's movies that have done more auditions than that. I would be surprised.
That sounds like a lot, dude.
Hollywood's fucking crazy. That's the only reason. That's the only basis
Yeah.
for me. Like, Hollywood's fucking nuts.
You know, most of the auditions were essentially girls doing their twerking.
No,
shit.
and I'm not saying it's not creepy. I'm just saying, like, I'm sure that's not the most, though that is a rather large amount.
Yeah, I'm saying
But-
it sounds like a suspicious amount to me.
I don't think that it matters. Like the movie itself is so fucking obvious. Who gives a shit how many auditions?
Yeah.
You know they're creeps. Like, you just watch the film.
You know, there's now 700 something videos of girls that these guys are fucking jacking it to.
Oh man, some of this fucking.
And do y'all get why I wasn't fucking being hyperbolic or whatever when I was talking about like it made me uncomfortable as shit to shoot a lot of the stuff that I was shooting because like it was literally little fucking girls in outfits that would make whores blush doing dances that fucking.
I watched a good 20-30 minutes of Cuties and was like, that's enough.
Blush.
Like
Yeah, from that verse, man.
that's why I hated that fucking job. Like it was fucking gross.
Yeah. Well, you know somebody's taking the work that you made and like keeping it for like masturbatory reasons. At least one person.
You know, like there was like a lot of times we like when we would do like the smaller competitions, which is typically not the school stuff. It's like the little dance companies or whatever. Like kids sign up to go like learn dance and do the dance routines.
Yeah,
whatever, yada. And then like the ones who were good will go and do the dance competitions, right? There was always, at least once every single time, somebody who had to get kicked out of the fucking auditorium.
Like we ran your name against the sex
because he was
offender
being fucking
registry
creepy,
and
or,
it came with a giant
one
red
time
flag. So
where the
sir,
dude
you're
was
gonna have to
outright
leave.
fucking masturbating like during one of the fucking performances. Like pulled like was sitting there like with his hand in his pants, fucking jerking it.
Fucking.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. How
What
does he
the
not
fuck
just
is?
get the shit beat out of him, dude?
Oh, I'm sure he fell a few times on his way through the parking lot.
I would fucking hope so, dude. Jesus Christ, man.
How do people not think like, oh, I'm gonna masturbate
I was
and
one of
not
those,
get
and I
caught?
didn't
Like, I
even
don't.
have any of my kids in the competition or whatever. I would beat the shit out of that fucking guy.
I just fucking everything about that is disturbing. Like his logic that no one was gonna catch him and that was an okay thing to do is disturbing. The fact that the fucking outfits are the kind that bring that kind of person there, like that's pretty fucked up. And they're probably not going to think, oh, maybe we've pushed the envelope a little further than is really okay, and maybe we should stop dressing our girls like whores.
Yeah, you would think.
Dude, whores wouldn't
necessary?
even wear some of those outfits, dude.
Whores have better taste. Whores have better taste than dance moms. You've heard it here. And I don't doubt you.
About that. Like, why is that a thing? Why are they not just fully clothed doing whatever dances and shit?
Well, and why are they doing dances that are clearly sexual in nature?
Yeah.
Oh,
God. Oh, shit.
it's
Did
like
you hear about the fucking, the fucking dude that was running that, I guess there was some male cheerleader show on Netflix?
No.
They got arrested for fucking child porn?
Somebody
who
arrested for
guessed?
child porn on Netflix? That's so
I don't
weird.
know. It was a fucking, yeah. It seems
It would have been weird before Cuties came out, but now it just sounds like, well, that's what Netflix is apparently doing now.
Yeah.
And then, fucking the Young Turks were defending Cuties, saying that it was just far right-wing people trying to suppress it so that people would be angry.
Oh, God, dude.
Or it was some sort of weird conspiracy theory that they came up with that made no fucking sense.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Young Turks, Jesus Christ.
And then the thing that gets me is the anti-Cuties people who put all sorts of videos of scenes from the movie that are really inappropriate on YouTube. I haven't watched them, but I'm sure they're there because I've seen the people talking about it that don't show the videos. They're like, we're not actually going to show them because that seems counter fucking productive to what we're talking about here.
Yeah, if you're doing that, you're essentially doing what Cuties claim to be doing.
Yeah, but apparently there's scenes where they're like spanking each other, rubbing their crotch. Fucking at one point some chick takes a picture of her vag and posts it for no apparent reason. Although that's not like shown, they don't show like her any actual nudity as far as I know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking weird, dude. Yeah, here it is. Jerry Harris, star of the Netflix series Cheer, was charged in federal court with producing child pornography.
I love Trump being in office, man. Because there's one thing Trump has done more than anything else. He is hardcore gone after fucking child porn and fucking child molesters and all that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's busted so many different fucking weird, creepy sex rings. Obviously not Trump himself, but his under his fucking.
If Hillary won, do you think Epstein gets fucking arrested and suicided?
Nah.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck no.
You know what kills me is the number of times that just like the rampant child pornography and pedophilia shit that goes on in Hollywood has been exposed. Mm-hmm. Like it's dozens, but everybody just sort of goes, "Oh yeah, but it's Hollywood," and then like moves the fuck on.
It's almost like the it's their culture fucking argument or something. It's really
right. Like, oh no, you should be able to cut the clitoris off your baby because it's your culture. Yeah. How about we don't allow people to do that kind of savage bullshit in the United States? Well, nope, apparently we fucking do in Minnesota.
Well, even the fucking men, it shouldn't be done. The fucking boys.
Well, yeah, but I mean, look, it's bad to cut off a dude's foreskin, a baby boy's foreskin. That's bad. It is like 100 times worse to take off the clitoris of a young woman.
Yeah, because you're
like the dude will probably still be able to come.
Fucking have that,
yeah, the chick is she's never gonna come. Like that's never gonna happen for her probably. That's just, I mean, that's honestly, I genuinely think that's a lot of why trans people that get the fucking surgeries kill themselves a lot. Is they realize, I have just condemned myself to a life of not really having sex anymore.
Right, because a high percentage of them can't orgasm, right? Like, it's actually more common that they can't than they can. Right?
What is the driving force of most fucking humans coming? Yeah. Kind of the whole point of being agender is the ability to fucking come and make things.
That
was a weird way to say, like, make babies.
Biological imperative we have, but it's overrated, not unnecessary.
It's the driving force behind a lot of what people do, like just all the time.
Yeah,
it's the reason I've made all of the terrible decisions I've made in my life.
See, and that's why it's so wonderful. Oh man. Oh, that was the thing that on Crowder. I don't think anybody watched that thing, but like the part that was really creepy that Crowder was talking about wasn't that Crowder's stream on Joe Biden's town hall meeting got shut down. We all assumed YouTube was going to do that, though that's fucking wrong. Apparently, YouTube just changed the likes and dislikes on one of the DNC streams.
Oh yeah,
like they saw it happen live, where suddenly the dislikes went down and the likes went up in a massive amount. And it's like, I can see likes going up because there was, delay in getting out there. But the likes going down, I don't fucking see that happening on anything.
Yeah, that is bizarre. Like, shit might get hidden, but you've never seen it literally just swap shit out like that.
Yeah, so they literally just lied about how many people liked and disliked that. Which, realistically, should be a big piece of evidence in any sort of court case about like fair business practices, because if likes and dislikes are a form of their metrics that change how people's fucking channels get promoted or not promoted.
Yeah, you're artificial,
and you make money from ads in a pre-agreed like form. You're making ad money from them. That's pretty unfair business practices to arbitrarily be like adjusting likes and dislikes on videos and not on others.
Yeah. You would think there would be some kind of lawsuit happening, some kind of fucking court action.
Well, and just, YouTube is owned by Google, and Google has more money than God, so I'm sure there's stuff in the works, but they're probably waiting for like just the perfect, absolute perfect case that like even the best lawyers couldn't possibly break.
Yeah.
Is what it would take before anybody
Hopefully.
goes after him.
Just wish there was a real viable alternative, because I fucking despise YouTube, but I still spend a lot of time watching shit on YouTube. Like, I would really like BitChute to get a functional fucking search function, dude.
Yeah, BitChute's pretty fucking bad.
Really is, man. And from what I've heard, they've had a pretty decent amount of money like funneled into them, and they're still not fucking like that. Is by far the biggest problem with that site, man. Because you're trying to search for something and you can't fucking find it unless you have the exact fucking. Like, I was trying to look up, I think it was Dr. Randall McCann's page, and fucking I could not find it unless I put in exactly what his fucking page name is.
Makes you wonder if BitChute took Bing and made it their search engine. Like, that's who made their search engine for them. They're like, we got Bing. Oh wait, no, nobody wants to be there. We should never mention that again.
Yeah, what the fuck? There's a reason Bing is not even nearly a top fucking search thing.
Oh, Bing was only good for porn, and then they did some shit, and now you can't even look up good porn. So.
Yeah. Dude, you remember how for the longest time they would deny it? Maybe they still do, but like back in the early days of the internet, they would list like the top fucking like businesses or whatever online, and it was fucking porn was number one. You know what I mean? But they would never list that. They would always remove that. Like, it's by far the number one fucking moneymaker online was fucking porn. But they would never list that when they'd list like top 5 or 10 or whatever. That shit was fucking hilarious.
It's weird. This country has a weird sort of like
puritanical
drive to like
pretend.
No, not a puritanical view. Drive to pretend that the seedier things don't exist. There's like this weird sort of like push to just pretend everything's like ma and pa and apple pie. But we've got fucking like 15-year-olds on Twitter selling pictures on fucking Patreon and with an Amazon wishlist, just like a fucking junior cam girl in training. You know, it's like, but there's not a problem, and then we have Hollywood constantly fucking children just being fucking chewed up and molested all the time in fucking Hollywood all the time, and that's just sort of ignored. And then like like prostitutes, every city has a street of prostitution that they just pretend doesn't exist.
Yeah. I would love to have Leo DiCaprio come out and say what the fuck happened to him as a kid, because I know some shit happened to him, dude.
Yeah, he was a pretty kid. I'm sure the fucking producers were like, let's pass him around. He was a pretty boy.
There's a fucking video of him when he was not really young, definitely way underage, where he's like talking to this guy. I think it was Brian Peck. It was a guy that's been convicted of child molestation or whatever.
One of many that still works in Hollywood.
Each other, and like one of them has the hand like kind of up on the chest. Like they're kind of like acting like they're joking around, but it looks a lot more fucking intimate than it should. You know what I mean?
Because you shouldn't have your fucking hand on a strange child's chest.
Yeah, I think it was actually Leo's hand, like on the other dude's chest, kind of.
That's still weird.
I'll try to find it, dude.
It doesn't matter which way that goes. That's weird, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to find it, dude, because it's really bizarre.
Like, it would make sense if it was somebody's family member. Like, it was like the mom or the dad, and the kid is kind of cuddled up next to him. But
yeah,
that's weird if you're just some stranger, like you're not related or like a family friend or anything.
Name. Yeah, it's part of that an open secret thing.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
I'm sure this is fucking weird.
I'm so fucking. There's so much of that stuff that you just sort of like you can't remember it all. Because I mean, really, like you don't like that's not something I want to think about all day. I don't dwell on that shit.
About. Yeah, he was on Growing Pains. I think that's where stuff came from.
oh, what was it? Like there was a foot fetish dude that worked for Nickelodeon for a while as a producer, and I remember like my sister used to fucking watch. It was like iCarly and Victoria Justice or something. Were the two ones she watched. I don't think any of the actors were actually kids, or maybe they were on for like the first few seasons or whatever. But like there was always weird scenes where they were putting stuff on their feet or just doing weird foot shit. It's like, and now we have the nacho cheese and the toes contest, on the fucking iCarly show, and then they, show a close up of some fucking kid's foot where they're pouring nacho cheese on it, and you're like, this is no fucking not okay.
This is obviously porn.
Oh, fucking foot people are the worst. No, furries are the worst. Foot people are not as bad as furries. I'm sorry. I should really clarify that, because foot people are nowhere near as bad as furries. Oh, there's a fucking furry convention world in VR chat now.
Yeah, I put that in the Discord. I put it a couple few seconds before the part that I was talking about.
Oh man.
A little drawings.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but that looks a little.
Brian is the famous artist, and we always make fun of each
Creepy.
other and portray each other in silly, satirical ways.
Leo's job on this set for some reason is to make fun of me all day.
Yeah, he is kind of stroking that dude's chest for a second there.
Right there.
In a real
like their
weird,
little hands,
not normal
right?
way. That's not a normal fucking thing that people do. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that except for like a chick.
Yeah, look how
Doing
he's
that
kind
to
of
a
grabbing
guy.
his arm, like, in a weird way, too.
That was really creepy. Thanks for sharing that, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, no, I just wanted to show him, like...
No,
that
I know
dude's
what you mean.
definitely-
Yeah. No, I totally get what you mean. I'm just...
I can take it back off. You want me to take it
Nah,
off?
I don't really care if somebody wants to watch that. They can. It's not terrible, but yeah. You just realize that dude probably fucking had sex with Leo DiCaprio when he was a kid. That's fucking weird and gross.
Yeah, it's fucking gross. That's what I'm saying. Like, he could easily fucking... I don't know why he doesn't. He's kind of, much older. It's not like they're gonna fucking destroy him somehow.
I mean, there's so many
I just
victims.
didn't like how you said that he was a hot baby. I don't like that.
Oh, I meant like, because like somebody's going to prison and they're pretty, you're like, ooh, that's a
Oh,
pretty
yeah, I
man
mean-
going to prison.
He is kind of like the person that you'd think of as far as being supposedly a good-looking kid.
I just was
Did
like,
you
you don't want to
literally
take a
say
pretty kid to fucking Hollywood because somebody's going to try to bang that kid.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing as you don't want to be pretty in prison.
No, I don't know. It's becoming a trope, I guess, at this point or whatever. But like, I've seen it in a lot of comedies, like in the last like few years, where like there's like a group of grown ass fucking adults, and it turns out like a bunch of his friends got molested when they were younger, and he didn't, and he's like, wait, what's fucking wrong with me though? Like, why didn't Coach want to fuck me?
That's like that, dude. Actually, I hate to keep bringing up South Park, but there's the episode where Mr. Garrison is upset that his dad didn't molest him.
That makes sense for South Park.
Yeah, well, Mr. Garrison specifically.
I can see that. That actually kind of fits that character.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, everything that I learned about Hollywood. Do you know they tried to fucking do the one of their awards shows? I think it was the Emmys or the fucking. I don't know which one it was, but they were like going to try to do an awards show of some bullshit kind for Hollywood, and they ended up having to cancel it because like a couple of the hosts ended up with like fucking COVID just from like the practicing and rehearsing and shit.
Dude, I kind of wanted to see them all show up in hazmat suits. Like, that would have been pretty fucking funny.
I just love all this bullshit about how everybody's supposed to fucking quarantine, but the fucking elite can have an awards show.
Yeah.
All these motherfuckers that did all these pretentious, shitty fucking videos. Stay in your house, it's not that bad. Well, yeah, it's not that bad when you have a fucking swimming pool, bowling alley, and a movie theater. You fucking prick.
Yeah,
In your fucking
The problem
house.
with quarantining is...
And you have so much money that you don't have to worry about, are you going to be able to eat next fucking week?
Yeah.
Yeah. But these motherfuckers need a fucking awards show because fuck COVID. I mean, when it's convenient.
Well, they probably still would have gone forward with it. I mean, that shit's got to be. Nobody fucking watches it anymore anyway. You know what I mean? Like, the attendance and the fucking viewership of that is so far down every fucking year.
Oh yeah.
Just watching a bunch of rich people give each other shiny metal statues. People don't want to watch that anymore.
Congratulatory nature of it.
Yeah.
And pontificate about fucking nonsense. Although I'm glad they got the Ricky Gervais one in before they stopped.
Man, I just would love it. Good. I would love it if some fucking guy went up there on the stage and was like, "You're all a bunch of corrupt pieces of trash. This fucking award doesn't mean anything. It was all politics."
I mean, he did trash all of them.
Oh, did he?
Did.
Oh, Gervais.
Well, not quite like that, but yeah, he was literally just fucking trashing Hollywood, dude. It was fucking great.
Hell, if anybody needs it, fucking ego check. Definitely Hollywood.
Mm. What was really funny though is like even after that, the people that came up like right after that, because he was basically saying like no one wants to hear your fucking opinions. You know what I mean? And that kind of shit.
Which
the
is
next
true.
person up is pontificating fucking nonsense, dude.
Yeah,
like what he said never happened.
I'm 1,000,000% fucking ready to go watch a Tom Cruise movie. Tom Cruise movies are great. I just don't fucking need to hear him talk about like why people shouldn't take medications and fucking whatever alien space shit that he's fucking believes in. You know?
Oh fuck. Yeah. Yeah, this whole bullshit about how fucking what is Scientology's thing? Oh, that
L. Ron Hubbard and shit.
Yeah, well, they basically think that or claim that the like antidepressants and shit are evil.
Yeah, they don't want you to take psych meds.
Yeah. And all it is, dude, the fucking whole Scientology thing is essentially just alternate psychology shit, dude.
Yeah. Well, and we get the same
the only
thing.
reason they're talking shit is because they view them as competition.
Yeah, we get the same thing from a lot of AA programs. A lot of AA and NA programs will tell our clients to not take their fucking meds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't know if it's ignorance, like they just don't understand like the difference between like an addictive drug and like a fucking medication, like the ones that our clients take. Because none of our fucking clients like taking those pills.
Right.
None of them want that fucking... They're not like, oh man, give me my fucking fix. They're like, oh, this fucking sucks. I guess I have to take it because if I don't, I go back into the fucking hospital again and I really don't like being there.
Yeah, see, where I'm at, that shit's never fucking brought up in any of the meetings that I go to.
Yeah, it may just be specific to my area. I don't know if that's everywhere.
No, because I've heard that it definitely does happen.
And to be clear, it's definitely not all of them.
Arizona is apparently pretty good, like really good spot for recovery for that reason.
Yeah.
They don't fucking say any of that fucking nonsense.
Arizona and New Mexico fucking flood our mental health system, though. Y'all state and fucking New Mexico are the ones that fucking hot people up on haloperidol, stick them on a bus, and send them to California.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
They're like, here, take this much haloperidol. This will keep you fucking sedative, like safe and just in a fucking coma on the bus until you get to fucking California. And peace out. And I'm sure, like, for those fucking mental health clients, that's really fucked up because they just teleported. Like, I got arrested for vagrancy, and then I fucking... They hit me with a needle, and I'm in California. Like, shit.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Of course, California's the place for junkies, too.
I can't speak for the mental health stuff, but as far as actual just recovery, dude, they don't... Not that judgmental here about any of that shit.
Yeah.
Cause like a lot of the AA places, like they fucking do not want you talking about anything but alcohol, and I've never experienced that in any of the meetings here. Even the ones that are fucking supposed to be closed, like, they don't really like. Because again, if it's a closed meeting, it's supposed to be literally strictly about just alcohol. And there's not many closed meetings anyway. But yeah, even if somebody does bring the shit up in one of those, like some people are kind of a little annoyed just because this one was specifically marked as closed, but they don't fucking go off on tirades about it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird.
Because I've been to world conventions. Like there was a world convention up in at the Biltmore, and basically a lot of the people that went there are like, wow, you guys, like the meetings here are really good. Like there's no fucking bickering. There's none of that shit. So yeah, like I said, it sounds like the fucking psychiatrist shit's pretty fucked up. That they're literally just like, here, California, they're your problem now.
Well,
Like, that's
it's
pretty fucked up.
California is viewed as having like all this money to deal with it that it really doesn't actually have.
Yeah, they got save that money for the illegals, dude, for their benefits. That still blows my mind. Like I don't understand how you think like anybody that makes it into the country, especially illegally,
deserves a welfare check.
Deserves welfare, deserves fucking health coverage, deserves all the shit without ever having paid in the system.
I think the first time you send them back, the second time you catapult them back, like with a big fucking catapult. We put it on TV.
Yeah. I don't know, because honestly, I don't think anybody that gets here legally should be immediately allowed to have that shit.
Like they should have a 5-year period or something. Like you can't handle work for 5 years at the bare minimum.
At least have a fucking job, you know, something lined up.
Well, a big problem with our immigration system was that for the longest time now it's been like a fucking lottery instead of like based on merit. Like, do you have something to offer? Are you if we have you join our country and become one of our citizens, are you going to make the country better? Not necessarily in a big way, but at least in a fucking like you're the good guy on the block.
It was literally a lottery, like just random chance. That is so fucking insane to me. Dude.
Well, they'll just randomly pick people from countries and just bring them over because we didn't have enough people from that country this year.
Was that Obama, or did that happen before?
That was definitely under Obama, but it's been happening a long time before him too.
Yeah, that's okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, did that start with like George W?
It's been shifting for a while. I think it started with Clinton. I don't know, but it's been shifting that way for a while and getting worse and worse. And then there's a lot of the immigration system that's just set up so that companies can basically like outsource to other countries, but bring them here if it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Like they don't have to they're going to outsource to another country's workers, but they're going to bring the workers here because it's easier for some reason. I don't really get the whole thing, but it doesn't make any sense. Like, why we would encourage and allow companies to hire a bunch of people from India to come over and live here instead of hiring a bunch of people from this country to do the same jobs and not have to fucking bring a bunch of people from India that take our jobs.
Yeah, or the idea of, well, we haven't had that many from this country, so we got to even it out and get some from here. Like, well, maybe the people in that country just fucking suck, dude.
Yeah, legit. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, no, we got to even this out. Like, no, we don't.
I think there's still two
people that can actually contribute.
Aren't there still two countries run by women? I mean, we don't want none of those people. They're clearly insane. No, I think there were like 2 villages or something, like 2 random weird tribal things where like the women ran everything.
Maybe.
And they just never evolved very far.
Yeah. I think, who was it? It was one of the, like, maybe Hoff Summers or maybe Camille Paglia literally said, like, if women were in charge of everything, we'd still be living in grass huts.
Because in the areas where we're in charge of everything, they were still living in grass huts. Oh, man. Then again, I think they're still fucking
women, huh?
Yep.
Can't live with them. Can't exterminate them as a fucking species.
Yeah, I mean, they have literally like 100% of the vaginas. It's fucked up, dude.
Oh. That is a monopoly that is just unfair.
We got to break that up.
Well, surgery has been improving, especially in Thailand. in making fake vaginas to, I'm making a ladyboy joke. There you go.
We got it. It wasn't that complex.
Like, I might fuck a dude if he was born with
Like
a
that,
vagina.
the vagina was more deep than that fucking joke.
I'm saying,
I hope
like, if
so.
if someone that was born as a woman, and decided that they think they're a man, but they're keeping their pussy intact,
Wait,
I'll fuck a dude in that case.
what if what if
Probably-
a dude with a
probably
micro
would.
penis had to decided to be like transgender? They just end up with like a really shallow vagina? Because there's only so much to work with, I mean, it's like you get fucked either way. You just can't win.
Yeah, you decide, like, this thing's so small, it might as well be a vagina.
And then you
It-
do,
that
and then
doesn't
it's
even
still
work.
too small. Like,
Like, oh, that's so sad. At that point, yeah, you might as well kill yourself.
oh my god. There's a
That really is
documentary that
cruel.
Netflix needs.
That is one cruel element of nature, dude. The fucking micro penis.
That is kind of
Yeah.
fucked up. It's like the Walmart for dudes with little dicks. You do like, oh, I got a little dick. Well, I'm gonna go look up micro penis pictures and feel better.
Oh, fuck. Wasn't it that Phaedra chick whose ex had a fucking micro penis, but constantly wanted to show it off?
Yeah, he fucking kept sending her dick pics, and it was so
Oh,
fucking
fucking
gross.
Faye?
People, not just her, dude. I mean, she'd obviously.
Oh
knew
yeah,
had a
no,
micro-
he'd send them to all over the place, like he was proud of them.
Mm.
And it was just like,
fucking
dude, it's a really tiny dick. I would definitely not share that with people.
Yeah, it's almost like, dude, are you asking to be made fun of? Is that what's going on here?
It didn't work. It didn't seem to have any effect on him. Because there was like a
Right,
couple times where I saw that, I was like, are you fucking what? like why would you fucking post that? You're fucking insane. That's terrible.
Were you thinking that was going to get you laid? I mean,
Yeah, and he was just fucking was like, nah, dude, that's fucking man's penis or something like that. I was like, I'm just gonna go now. This is just too fucking weird.
I mean, it was pretty obvious that dude was fucking insane.
Yeah, the mud shark stuff all the time. Jesus, that was fucking dumb. I don't understand how he thought that was going to get her back. That's the part that really just confused the shit out of me. It's like, oh, I'm going to make all these really fucked up racist comments about your fucking current boyfriend and you.
And you'll surely take me back.
And surely you'll be like running back because, I mean,
He has a cock that I can feel when it's in my vagina. Does that help clarify things?
with that micro penis, you might not notice.
Seriously, dude.
Like he thinks he's having sex. She's just like, why are you teasing me? Like, put it in.
Yeah, put it in already. It is in. All right. How did I forget that?
Oh man, when you're the dude and your wife makes you wear a strap on.
God damn, dude. You're not a Facebook lesbian. All right. So what other kind of fucked up shit's been happening?
Dude, I don't know. The world's going to hell. So
Did we talk about the fact that with Ginsburg dying, there was literally like no mourning or honoring period? They literally went to like being pissed off at her for dying before Biden could get elected or whatever.
yeah, and then fucking Satan was bringing up that people were writing letters to her fucking family about it too. That's really fucking just evil.
Yeah, that really is fucking insane, dude. Like, oh no, it's so sad that she died. Such a great fucking legacy or whatever. It's like, no, fuck you. Why didn't you fucking bow out so Obama could replace you? Yeah,
Well,
'cause I
apparently
think she
Obama couldn't
already
replace
had
justices. He tried a lot with that other one and it didn't work either.
Right.
So
Yeah, didn't she already have the fucking cancer back when he was president? Or
I
did that
don't
happen
know.
into Trump's term? I
She's
think he already
been
had it.
dead. She's been dead for years, man.
Yeah, like they've just had her like fucking propped up with like fucking fucking popsicle sticks and Elmer's glue.
Like they're literally trying to fucking like catch lightning and have it fucking jumpstart her heart constantly.
Yeah.
Like
So,
fucking kind shit.
somebody on Reddit put a comment of like when your skin is trying to nope out of your face. It's just like, goddamn, you're not wrong.
Right, dude. That's fucking good. God damn.
Oh man, but then half the fucking Supreme Court falls asleep in the middle of fucking court all the time anyway. Like, look up fucking judges falling asleep, and you'll fucking, like, there's a bunch of fucking, like, Supreme Court and federal court justices just napping through depositions and shit.
Wasn't she was literally doing shit from her hospital bed, right? Like a lot of the shit she was doing was literally like remote from her fucking hospital bed, and a lot of the I've heard some things where like she's not really making sense.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I
she
mean?
was clearly should have gotten out of there a long fucking time ago, but
Yeah. Because I remember it was I forget who the other one is, but there would be votes where like even the other like liberal judges were voting against something. Or for something, whatever the way it was.
and
But it
she'd
was
vote the
literally
other way.
her and one other person, dude. I forget who the other judge was, but like all the other judges except for her and one other one would be for against something. And then her fucking crazy fucking leftist ass would just be like, I don't know, I don't need to be bothered with reading the Constitution. This is what I want it to be.
Yep. To be fair though, there's a lot of those fucking justices on both sides of the fucking bench at this point.
Yeah, it's
or both sides of the fucking Republican and Democrat judges, and there shouldn't be Republican or Democrat judges. Like, they should be more apolitical.
Yeah, any judge should be, but yeah, especially a fucking Supreme Court judge. Jesus
Like,
Christ,
you know,
man.
and you expect at least a certain amount of lean one way or the other for sure.
Right.
But the people they're appointing are the people that should never be given that fucking authority in a lot of cases.
Yeah, obviously Ginsburg was one of them. Jesus.
And I don't know where it started, like if it was the Democrats that started doing it or the fucking Republicans that started doing it, like installing like super political judges.
Yeah, essentially.
But
active.
like at this point, it's just got to stop. Like we did fucking. Who cares who was at fault? I don't give a shit who threw the first punch.
Yeah.
We please all stop shitting in the punch bowl. You know, like
I don't know much about Gorsuch, but I mean Kavanaugh really does seem to be that.
No, sure. Gorsuch and Kavanaugh are both. They're definitely conservative judges, but they're not nearly as bad as some of the other ones.
Yeah. Even the Amy Coney Barrett, like I've seen some of her testimony, like when she was being, put in place for, whatever judgeship she's at.
Yeah.
Like she's like, I have these personal beliefs, but that has nothing to do with the way I'm interpreting the law as it's written.
Yeah, Trump's picks have been.
Matter.
Trump's picks, I know the left hates him, but Trump's picks have been exceptional.
They really have, dude. Yeah, like I said, he might have been a disappointment in some other areas, especially more recently. But man, his fucking justice picks, either her or there's another like Mexican chick that he might pick. I forget her. Damn it. But yeah, both of them seem to be pretty fucking solid picks.
If he's smart, he'll pick the Mexican chick because that'll just fuck the leftovers so hard because it'll be like, why don't you want the Mexican female judge?
She's a female and she's a minority. What's your problem? Well, she thinks different than us, so she doesn't count.
Yeah, she's not really a minority.
She's a white man because of her opinion.
You don't vote for Biden, you ain't black.
I still can't believe he didn't catch more shit for that, dude.
Oh, he got plenty.
As much as he should have, dude.
I genuinely think, even with the ballot thing, I think Trump is going to win pretty handily.
Yeah, especially you look at the enthusiasm, when they talk about the enthusiasm gap, like nobody's excited about Biden.
Yeah. What they're trying to do is prepare to... honestly, like Sticks and some others are like, oh, they're trying to steal the election. I think they're trying to figure out a way to try to just prevent Trump from doing stuff for as long as they can. Like, just more delay tactics like they did the last time with the fucking Russian spy bullshit.
Right. Yeah, pull up some other nonsense.
Yeah, because that delayed a lot of the stuff that Trump wanted to do by a huge amount in just all the stupidest fucking ways possible. And I think they're just setting up to try to do that again. And, like, you can do it's the same sort of build-up with the fucking news companies. Like, well, you know, be prepared to count all the fucking mail-in ballots. We won't accept it. If he's voted in, it's like, well, that's great. This is not up to you. So, like...
Yeah, it's pretty fucking insane,
I think
dude.
they'll try to get it reversed or try to change the outcome after the fact.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a case of Trump. Like, it would, you know, if Trump does get this last pick in, it would make it more likely that if he did get voted out through election fraud and could legitimately prove it, like, that they probably could go through the Supreme Court and get reversed.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to come down to that. I think they're going to try to reverse it for Biden. I think they're going to try to take it to all the different courts.
Yep. And that terrifying. Well, Biden being president is like kind of scary, but because
it's Harris is the one who's going to do all this shit. Yeah.
Yeah, the Harris being president, which is going to fucking happen, that's fucking terrifying.
Well, she's even said it's going to be a Harris administration.
Oh, they both did.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, did Biden
both
say it too? It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Biden literally said Harris Biden instead of Biden Harris, dude. Fucking A.
You imagine he has like a fucking spot where there's just like a big bruise from all the pinching they do to keep him like opening his mouth at the right time when they're working him?
I'm surprised they trust him at all. I'm surprised they're not literally putting peanut butter on the top of his fucking, the roof of his mouth and just fucking putting the words in for him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They just pinch him every time they want him to open his mouth when they're speaking for him, you know.
Do the old Mr. Ed, they just have the little string on there.
Although we're talking about peanut butter. I saw this fucking hilarious video of this guy was clipping his dog's nails. And apparently the only way he could get his dog to sit still and do that for long enough is he'd stick saran wrap around his head and put like a big dollop of peanut butter on the middle of the fucking saran wrap. So the dog could just be like, oh, peanut butter, and just not pay attention to the fact that the dude's just clipping all his nails real quick. It was pretty fucking great.
That's
the only wholesome peanut butter use for dogs.
That's fucking dumb.
That's another furry joke, because furries fuck animals, living and dead.
Ah, dude, that fucking...
Yeah, the roadkill thing, that's fucking weird. Oh, man, I am a little heartened in VR chat. The fucking furry convention world was like 20% actual furries and 80% people being, you're a fucking pervert. You're a fucking degenerate.
Degenerate scum.
It was pretty fucking funny.
Well, they should know, dude. They should be made aware of how disgusting they are.
I just find anybody on VR chat trying to fucking judge other people on VR chat amusing. Because there's so many weird, creepy things that happen on that fucking game. Like, I go and hang out in the fucking karaoke rooms and I don't almost ever go anywhere else just because... No thank you. I don't want to go pretend to be somebody's dad and not in a weird sex game way. But in a, like, maybe their dad doesn't love them enough, or they feel unloved by their father, and now they're seeking that through some random person on the internet who's pretending to be their dad in a video game kind of way. That's not my fucking bag. Like, I don't have kids. I don't want to pretend to have kids. Or pretend to be somebody's kid. It's another one. There's a lot of people that just like...
That's fucking weird, dude.
That's really fucking bizarre.
Right? Like there's a bunch of fucking 20-year-old kids, they're not kids, but like, you know, grown-ass adults at this point, I guess, technically. And and all pretending to be each other's fucking kids and brothers and sisters and dads and moms and stuff in just really weird ways.
I don't like it.
Right? Like, call me daddy, but don't ever just call me dad.
Or fucking father.
Oh, father.
What the fuck was that?
You still haven't manned up and figured out if that was like, you know, that chick actually called you by her dad's name.
It's probably best that you don't know.
None of it beats Grandpa. What was it that fucking Mateo said? Because that was just that was a piece of beauty right there.
Yeah, he thought it would be funny to have her pretend to be his grandma or something. Wasn't that what it was?
Make me come grandma or something, he yelled in the middle of sex.
Yeah, well, no, he admitted that he planned it out beforehand because he thought it would be funny.
No, it was, he thought it would be funny, but he just yelled something at her. It wasn't like she was not participating.
Right.
Sure,
yeah.
she didn't know she was participating until after he started the game. And then apparently she wasn't really participating after that either.
Yeah, she was apparently done. That's what got me is like if it was like a weird spur of the moment thing, it's kind of understandable.
Yeah.
The fact that he planned it out, thought about it, and fucking still decided to do it.
Did it anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
That is one of those great moments in time where you're like, you just don't fucking think, do you, boy?
Yeah. Well, he was thinking too much, apparently.
It was definitely a bad decision. And I am definitely not a smooth operator with the ladies, and even I would be like, no, why? You know, Jesus.
Yeah, that makes zero fucking sense. Oh, fuck.
Oh, did you guys see obviously Satan didn't, but there's a WikiHow for how to defend yourself. And I kind of feel like if that's where you're looking for your self-defense, you might as well just, like, stab yourself.
Right.
Just beat yourself up. Save the other guy the trouble, because you are clearly in the wrong spot. Like, if you really want to learn how to defend yourself, go take some sort of, like, martial arts or something, or learn how to use a fucking gun, or buy a fucking taser. But don't go to the WikiHow.
All I know is like some of those people, like I know most of them are just fucking trolling, but some of those people ask some real good questions, like, how do I get my dad to stop beating me?
Oh shit!
What?
Is there a WikiHow for that?
What? Why does my uncle's dick taste better than my dad's?
Oh no!
Like they come up with some fucking weird shit. It's like, fucking, if you're trolling, fucking congrats. If you're not, you should probably just go ahead and kill yourself. Like your life is shit.
There's a WikiHow to get your parents to stop spanking you. 14 steps. Let's see. Talking to your parents about spanking. So you're supposed to step one.
I don't like where this is going.
Figure out what you want from the conversation. So you got to sit and figure out how you feel and talk to your parents. Choose a time and place. I feel like anybody that's getting spanked, it's not old enough to fully comprehend how this fucking works. Already, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like it when you spank me because it hurts, Dad. like they want you to come from like this place where you like. Oh yeah, and then they talk about using eye language, and then listen to your parents' point of view. Like it's a whole like have a discussion with your parents about spanking. Like that's how that's gonna play out.
Dude, like this is one of those situations where, like, if you're old enough to talk, you can't be in a fucking diaper. Like, if you could look me dead in the face and say, "Dad, I shit myself," fuck you, go clean that shit up. Like, fuck, like,
Yeah.
nigga, what's wrong with you? Like, you're not gonna look me dead in the eyes and go clean my asshole, daddy. Like, nah, fuck you.
Dude, my son fought that shit, like, potty training for a long time, dude. And yeah, literally at one point he's like, just let me put a diaper on. And I'm like, the fact that you could say that sentence tells me that you don't need to be wearing diapers anymore. You need to learn to take shit on the toilet.
Damn, Skippy. That's why I don't like kids, man. Never gonna have none. Kids are fucking terrible. Pets are almost as bad. But you don't have to change diapers for pets.
Although you still do have to clean up their shit.
Yeah, but you can just like wait till it gets hard and then pick it up with like one of those little fucking weird scooper things and throw in a bucket.
True. And they do kind of like find an area, you know, that they designate in their mind as the poop area.
If you train a pet properly, yeah, they'll always go in the backyard in like that one corner or something, you know? You just gotta, well, okay, you can't really train cats quite the same way as dogs, though, to be fair. Cats are little fucking assholes.
Yeah. Although, they kind of instinctively know to use the litter box.
Yeah, generally cats will prefer to use the litter box to the floor, because then they can bury it. Although, fucking, the one thing I gotta say, never get ferrets. Jesus fucking Christ, do those things stink. I had a friend that had a couple of ferrets, although it might have been that he just never cleaned their cage.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But it's kind of like... They kind of smelled like wet dog, it's just worse.
Worse than wet dog. Yeah.
I don't know. That dude had a... Like, his house was just terrible. Like, he didn't empty his litter box nearly often enough or clean the ferret cage enough. And then his roommate would just leave open cups of, like, chewing tobacco spit all over the place.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
So, I mean, obviously that smell was fucking horrific. But the visual was just not great either. It's fucking... There's a cup of saliva on the fucking table in front of you. Oh, sorry, little guy. Oh, I killed a little spider there. Alright, there we go. He wasn't big enough to be useful.
Last week I saw like 5 little earwig things coming around this fucking garage, and I haven't seen any this week. So that's good.
Do you know spiders are like fucking walking boners?
What?
their legs their legs work by being filled and unfilled with fluid in like different chambers of their legs. There's no actual little like sinew or muscle kind of thing. It's all hydraulics. So they're just the way they walk is basically like inflating little boners. That's why when they die their legs curl, because the fucking fluid runs out.
But maybe not. Maybe just calling them hydraulics instead of walking boners.
But walking boners sounds cooler.
I could be on the wrong here. I don't know.
I don't know why Facebook banned me. Actually, I think I fucking shit on somebody in like an abortion argument.
Pictures of people shitting on plates.
Well, that was after they'd already banned me, so...
Shitting on plates. It'd be alright.
Yeah, they'd already banned me at that point. They wanted my driver's license picture. And I feel that was a fair response. You're some random ass fucking internet company, and you just want my fucking driver's license picture so I can have a fucking profile on your site? Just kiss my ass.
You vastly overestimate your appeal, Facebook.
You know what? I was happier after I stopped looking at Facebook. And honestly, like Twitter, like same fucking thing, man. At first, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna just like get another Twitter account and just whatever." Like, but then I was like, you know what? This is really nice not being on Twitter.
Yeah, no, I voluntarily was done with Twitter like a long time ago, dude. And I definitely, not missed it. I mean, I go on occasionally, but I don't. Again, incredibly rare.
It was nice to keep up with news. Because if you followed the right people, you got a generally pretty reasonable view of what was going on in the world without too much fucking static, like you get from fucking CNN and shit like that. All the bullshit spin.
Yeah, because that is pretty much all I do is, I'll skim through it. It's usually during the show, actually. I'll skim through it if we're like hitting a lull and we don't have anything to talk about. That's pretty much the only time I go on there.
Yeah.
I just hop on Google Street View.
Yeah, fuck.
He hops on Google Street View and looks in all the various neighborhoods in Arizona trying to find you.
Dude, I've already made it clear where I live.
No, I
mean, I'm really fucking disappointing. Remain unfucking killed. God damn it.
You know what would be interesting? What if a site like fucking like 4chan or whatever finally was like, we want to be the hero. We're gonna pool our money and just people can donate and we'll fucking hire hitmen to take out like bad people.
Yeah, make it Bitcoin only.
Yeah, so like, you go to 4chan and you're like, there's this child molester in my neighborhood. He fucking keeps eyeballing my kids. And they're like, all right, who wants to donate the money? And then, they get a fucking like fundraiser and send a hitman out to fucking take care of the child molester.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Like I said, you got to keep it as crypto only. So it can't be traced. Although it probably can by now, I imagine.
I'm pretty sure anything on the internet can be traced.
This is true.
I wouldn't be surprised if some fucking agent just started watching our channel, fucking...
I watched a Joe Rogan episode for the first time in forever because it was Edward Snowden.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
He was kind of talking about that, how, they've essentially kind of sold it out. Like how they took the shit from the Patriot Act and really fucking expanded it to where instead of like getting phone information from a certain person, with a warrant, they just fucking said, no, we just want all of everything. We want everyone's phone calls. We want everyone's texts.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's, again, literally, I think whenever Graham Hancock was on last, that's probably the last time I watched Joe Rogan's fucking show.
What was it? Fucking Joe Rogan was put forth as a potential moderator for one of the debates with Biden and Trump.
Yeah, there's no way.
It's supposed to be like a 4-hour debate with Joe Rogan hosting. Like basically they just wanted to do like the fucking Biden and Trump Joe Rogan show. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. But Trump was like, "Sure, I'm fucking in."
Yeah. I think Biden's dumb enough and fucking delusional enough to want to do it.
4 hours, he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure his wouldn't stop him.
Know that he wouldn't last a fucking hour, much less 4.
Yeah, he might make an hour. I mean, because he's gonna have to. Because some of those debates, like the normal ones, are an hour long or like 2 hours long, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. You mean like he'll remain awake that long? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I think he'll be awake. Yeah, he's gonna fuck up. Yeah,
he's gonna say some crazy shit within 1 hour.
His mental deterioration is gonna hit for sure. Yeah, like that's definitely gonna pass. I just mean physically, he'll be awake and like there and like talking, just not in a good way. But
I'm trying to think of how long he would be able to last without saying something crazy. And
I just want to see Joe Rogan's response to it, though.
Yeah. Even
Did
though
you
he's a
smoke
fucking
some of my
hustler,
weed,
like,
bud? The fuck are you talking about?
I still can't believe like he won Bernie Sanders to be president. Like he's such a fucking idiot.
Well, Joe Rogan thinks the fucking what do you call that? The universal income, UBI, universal basic income, is a good idea.
The thing is, though, it is
It might not. It might be now.
at a certain price point. It actually is. If it's too low, it's fucking meaningless, and if it's too high, it collapses the fucking economy. Having a UBI is actually economically viable, not just viable, but could be really fucking good, especially in a place like the U.S.
I can see how it would be better than like minimum wage in some cases, and probably in a lot of cases. But I feel like it would end up with the same basic problem of, even with UBI and fucking a 40-hour week job, you still can't afford to pay like rent.
It's not supposed to be instead of.
No, I said even with UBI and a 40-hour week job.
Oh. Yeah.
Like, I just see, like, the cost of living going up to compensate because there's just this really weird disconnect between what people are charging and what people can afford. Like, and I don't know why it's the way it is. Like, I don't know where the fucking Jenga block you gotta pull to fucking tower, like, crack that tower. But I suspect it's more along the lines of, like, a fair way. Like, somehow you've got to get it to the point where these corporations and these businesses are putting a fair percentage of the profits to the people that are helping them earn the profits. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're earning like $200 an hour for your company, essentially, but you're only getting paid $8, there's like a serious fucking issue there.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, the company's providing all this stuff. They should make a profit off of your work. That's the whole fucking point. But there's got to be a line in the sand somewhere that you can draw that says, like, you can't make this much more money than the person makes and not have to pay them more. And I suspect the Jenga block for that particular thing is foreign labor sources. Because, man, when you can just go to China or India and essentially just buy a bunch of slaves for like 10 cents an hour, you're like, fucking, why would you hire anybody in the U.S.?
Oh, yeah, and then, like, you know I'm not a fan of fucking Trump. But, like, the fact that the people that will defend certain things just because Trump is against it, you literally have leftists defending slavery because Trump is trying to get a trade deal so, like, we stop using slave labor.
It shows you what they really care about. Do they really care about the moral issue they're claiming, or are they just seeking power with a rhetoric?
Right. Yeah. Although, again, like he's talking about, literally they will just oppose whatever Trump is for, and vice versa.
That's what I'm saying. They're just seeking power with the rhetoric. Like, by going after Trump, they gain social clout or they gain political clout, even though morally they're going against their own supposedly stated beliefs. But then that's like the whole communism thing is basically just like claim that everybody else does the evil that you do and then fucking try to take power. It's sort of like the Nazis did. That was the whole Nazi propaganda style, and it seems to be the style of the extreme left right now. And slavery's bad. That's why Trump is evil. But slaves in China are cool because he said they're bad, and Trump is evil.
Right.
And you're just like, I'm very confused now. And genuinely, though, I don't think you should trust anybody who can't point out something that every president has done that is bad. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, or even your side. Like, I remember, like, Rush Limbaugh being on a show, like a talk show, I think it was Letterman or something, and he's like, well, is there anything that the Democrats have done in the last 10, 20 years that was good? And he was literally like, no, nothing I can think of. I'm like, really? Nothing? You know, it's
Oh,
when
we
you like
had net
that,
neutrality for a really long time, and
bad,
that was really
everything really-
nice. Then Trump fucked that one up.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I cut over you. Say
Oh,
again.
I said we had net neutrality, which was really nice, and that was like from the left, I think. And then fucking Trump fucked it up
Yeah,
because
it was
he's a dumb
definitely
cunt and just was like, let my team make this call because I don't fucking get involved with this shit.
Yeah, I don't understand it at all, so I'll do what they say.
Yeah, well, I think that's why the judge picks are so good. It's like it's a team of people who are like, what are the best picks for judge? Because I think if you genuinely left it to Trump, you'd end up with some weird shit going on. Like, why is Hulk Hogan on the Supreme Court again? Well, Trump won president, and he used to hang out with those wrestlers a lot. And apparently, he and Hulk were really good friends, and he just thought, little kickback here. Why not? I just want to picture Hulk Hogan in a fucking judge robe with the fucking weird white poofy wig, tearing the robe off because he's hulking out like he's a Hulkamaniac, you know.
Yeah. Or Terry Crews if he LARPed as his fucking character from Idiocracy constantly. That'd be pretty entertaining.
We've all gotten to the point where we're so fucking. We just expect so little of our fucking core system that like we just want funny people fucking us over instead of like boring people fucking us over.
Yeah, you just want to be entertained, dude. They're never getting shit done, or it's just bad if it is. So fuck it, let them be entertaining at least.
It's like I know you're gonna destroy our fucking legal system, but could you do it in a funnier way?
Right. Although they'd probably do less harm.
Oh man. Oh, you know the fucking pundits are trying to blame the gun sales that have risen on they're trying to blame crime on that, the rising crime rate.
Yeah, because it's the registered weapons that are going to be doing all the damage.
All those people that went out and legally purchased firearms are definitely causing all the crime. Oh, what's up, Mad Metal Man?
Ooga booga.
Oh yeah, my phone died, so I have no way to check the chat.
Well, for once I was actually looking at it, so boom.
Yeah, I am unable to. I've grabbed my mom's phone, but for some reason it doesn't show the fucking chat.
Oh, weird.
I haven't actually opened up the stream yet.
Oh man, quality. Oh.
That phone made it like fucking way longer. Like it's been going out for like a year, so the fact that it held out this long is pretty good.
Dude, I keep electronics for an absurd amount of time. I have had my little flip phone for like the better part of 10 years. And it still works great.
Did you say you got a smartphone? Like I thought you said that like a couple
Yeah,
weeks
but
ago.
my mom needs to fucking close out the account so it's not still my dad's phone, and then I can switch it over to mine.
All right.
And
Well, there's a way to fucking wipe that shit.
No, I'm sure there is, but I also want to make sure that the account gets closed.
Right. I hear you.
Mad Melman says no worries, dates why. He doesn't say anything worth listening to anyway, which we all know is not true. None of us say anything that's worth listening to. That's why we have such a large audience. Ooh. Oh man.
Oh man, do I have to scroll through Twitter? Am I already gonna have to scroll through Twitter?
I figured out why Overwatch was so crazy. Is they were dropping a new skin for the new season, and you have to win like 9 games to get it. And so I think a bunch of people just started up their old Smurf accounts and fucking were getting it for that one too, kind of thing. So you thought you were, the system thought it was matching you with players that were of your level, but in reality it was setting you with all these players that are just fucking Smurfs. Which is why Smurfing is such a problem in Overwatch. And then there's the weird players that just brag and pretend they're like Grandmaster. Like, no, I'm a grandmaster, and you like, but your account is silver. You're just one step above bronze, dude.
And bronze is the lowest one in Overwatch, right?
Yeah, bronze is the lowest. Yes.
Okay. Well, it used to be for League, but now there's iron.
In honesty, I don't know how the fuck you get out of bronze in fucking Overwatch. Because it doesn't matter how many people you kill. If your team just fucking runs in and dies one after the other instead of grouping up every single fucking time, there's only so much you can do. Because 1v6 is that's pretty unfucking winnable.
Oh shit, dude! I thought of something. Did you see the clip of Pelosi on? She was on with the Stephanopoulos guy or whatever. Or like he asked her a question and she just says like,
Good morning.
"Hello, Sunday morning," or whatever, something like that, dude.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Talking
answer.
about, Stabby.
No, that's fucking funny though.
Oh, silent. Fuck you. Hold on, I'm gonna post it, dude. Or I
Oh,
hope
okay.
this
I
posts
thought you said something about silent. I was like, oh no, did I not fucking? Am I going out?
it. No, my Twitter one, like the YouTube I already
10
had.
states, as I said,
You know,
on Friday. I started there early
but
for
Twitter I
voting,
apparently did not.
the day that we lost Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Alright, yeah, I
But to be
posted
clear,
it.
you're
It
not
should be a
taking any
relatively
arrows
short clip.
out of your quiver. You're not ruling anything out.
So I don't know if she's losing it or if there was just
Sunday
somebody
morning.
saying shit in her ear that she thought was
Yeah.
coming from him. I mean, that's because she hasn't really. I mean, she usually seems drunk, and she does seem overly animated. Like even for her, like I kind of want to know what drug she's on, dude.
Good
'Cause even for
morning.
her, like, she seems overly animated.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't
anytime
know,
anyone
man.
asks you a question that you don't want to answer, good morning.
Yeah, that was fucking
Yeah.
weird. Sorry, I was watching the little clip there for a second. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fucking weird.
Yeah. Well, that was happening.
No, 1v6 is unwinnable. It's in the game sense. Like you're not going to win the game. You might still be able to take out like 2 people every time, but by the time the next person comes running in, they'll have respawned 2, and then it's just like you didn't do anything. In the Overwatch problem, that's at least with the Overwatch, that's a big issue. People feeding, and I guess that's similar in fucking League, right? People feeding.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing, like they'll fucking... Because you can watch it, they'll run back to the exact same place and do the exact same thing that they lost the fight before. And you kind of got to be like, there's a whole map, right?
Yeah.
Like you could still suck really bad and go to a different spot on the map, and at least you'd be doing something different. Instead of just dying in the same exact place, the same exact way, every fucking time.
I mean, like, we don't have that specifically in League so much. At least just because like the general knowledge of the game has risen. Like, I mean, actually not so much in the last few years, but like a few years ago, like there was just a significant increase in gameplay, like in every level, like from like Iron all the way up to like Grandmaster, Challenger, and shit. Like everyone
Man,
just got
Overwatch
better.
steals everything from League, because Grandmaster is the top on fucking Overwatch, too. Goddamn.
Well, like we have, okay, ours goes Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, Master, Grandmaster, Challenger, and then I guess Professional if you want to count that as a thing, but
Overwatch
really.
goes Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, Master, Grandmaster, and Professional, which is essentially the same thing as like Challenger. So basically, it's the exact same thing, except they don't have Iron in there yet. Although, to be fair, Bronze is like every other step is like like it's from $1,500 to $2,000 is silver, $2,000 to $2,500 if your SR is gold. So 1,500 to 1 is bronze. That's an awfully big range. They could easily add like 2 more ranks. They could throw an iron rank in there. Is this just like random ass fucking weird redneck people? Like the deer eating the guy's lunch and then the fucking fat lady like in the, I assume, a Walmart.
See the pic I just posted?
And the guy with the mullet? Yeah, it's like the weird, trashy Southern people.
Yeah, well, I thought I was only taking the top one. The bottom 3 I didn't realize were getting on there too. I just thought that was fucking hilarious. He's passed out with a gun in his lap, and the fucking deer is eating his lunch.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I didn't realize there was a gun in his lap. Oh, he's hunting too. Oh, that's even funnier. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, I thought I was only taking the top one. Although the one on the bottom left is pretty fucking funny too.
Yeah, the fat lady on the fucking floor.
she's in a rascal, dude. Just fucking. That's fucked up.
And it looks like she's in the fucking soda pop aisle buying what she really doesn't need.
Yeah. It was really, really wanted it, man. She fucking topped over fucking or whatever. I don't know why I can't think of the word of what that would be called.
I mean, the last thing you need if you're so overweight you can't fucking walk outside of a rascal.
Yeah.
Fucking is soda. Like, don't pour sugar water on the problem. That ain't gonna fix it.
She's like, the problem is I can still get to my rascal. So if I get fatter and I can be bedridden, I don't have to even do this. Bring it to me.
Oh, man.
Did something happen to fucking Addie?
Apparently, nobody. I think it's just a bit people are doing. Like, Addie is okay. From what? Oh, it's a bit. Shut up. Don't ask questions.
I just saw your response to gaming. All right. So gaming says, hey, everyone.
People have asked what happened, and nobody has yet to give a response yet. So I think it's a bit.
Okay. Yeah. Satan responded with, I don't know what happened, but I hope he loses a limb.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see that. I saw the Addie is okay thing, so I just assumed something happened, but I didn't pay enough attention, I guess.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened, actually.
But most likely it's bullshit.
Probably.
He went to jail. I don't know why. That's as far as that joke got.
Dude, what is wrong with people?
Everything?
Some leftist bitch tweeted out, I saw a child wearing a Trump 2020 mask at school today, and I wanted to literally burn him alive.
That seems unreasonable.
Yeah, you think?
Jesus
I don't know if you guys know who Gatsat is, but he responded with, seems tolerant and inclusive.
Yeah. Like, that's not insane.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of anti-vax bullshit going out now that the fucking COVID-19 vaccine might come out in October. Because I know Trump's been talking about how they're going to have one out in October. So now they're trying to, like, put out this whole fucking propaganda that, like, vaccines that don't take 3 years to come out are bad and you shouldn't take them, they'll kill you.
Yeah, like if they find a solution too quickly, there's no way it can possibly work.
Yeah, that's essentially what they're doing. Because they're using the thing that happened with the polio vaccine in, like, the fucking 50s.
Right.
You know, where like, oh yeah, well, the first few people for the polio vaccine in, 70 years ago had all sorts of medical issues. Because I think there's like, there's law based on that now where it's like, if you're fucked up by a vaccine, like these companies all pay into a fucking fund at this point, and that fund like takes care of the people that get fucked up by vaccines.
Oh, right.
if shit goes wrong. So yeah.
But going back to the Ginsburg thing, apparently they think because Ginsburg said that she didn't want to get replaced until a new president is in place, that we should respect that just because it was her, quote, dying wish.
I don't give a fuck what she wants. She's dead.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter to her anymore.
Yeah, but, fucking Ocasio-Cortez is like, we should be respecting the dying woman's final wish. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, until it's like some guy who's like, well, my dying wish is that Trump should have a second term.
Right.
They're like, well, I mean, Ginsburg's wish was realistic. This guy's wish is just not reasonable. like, at what point do we? I mean, the only thing that really bothers me about all this is how fucking like positive the news spins this shit. Oh, Mad Metalman says there's no evidence of that being her dying words. I assumed it was bullshit. Yeah, I don't think that's what she would have said before she died. I think she would have been like, ow.
No, I think she actually
or it
wrote,
fucking
like,
hurts, kill
out.
me.
I think
No,
she
I'm sure her
actually,
actual dying words were like, ow, it hurts, kill me.
Yeah, save me. Trump's still president.
Yeah. Oh, no, I doubt she even gave a shit. She have like cancer and all sorts of shit going on. She's probably absolutely in like terrible fucking pain. Like,
Yeah.
that's not a fun way to die. Like, my dad's death was fucking pretty bad. Like, not screaming all night bad or anything like that, but like,
Miserable.
he was
Constantly,
pretty
yeah.
fucking in a lot of pain for like the last fucking probably 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah. No, my dad was in a lot of pain for fucking weeks, dude. Jesus
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Christ.
he was at the fucking where they give you just jars of morphine that you fucking suck up in a syringe and just shoot down, like take orally and just drink.
Yeah, my dad would have the pills to take, but yeah, they'd also have the liquid shit.
He had the liquid shit,
yeah.
the pills, all sorts of shit, and then fucking patches but fucking like I want to say for like the last 5 or 6 hours, like he couldn't talk because he was just grimaced in pain. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I was telling my mom that reminds me. I was telling my mom about the Ronnie McNutt suicide thing on Facebook.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was completely forgetting that my dad fucking shot himself in the head at the end.
Oh,
she's like,
fuck.
oh, that must have brought up some bad memories. And I'm like, well, it wasn't exactly the same. Like, this guy used a shotgun, and my dad used a little fucking 22 caliber pistol.
Well, and your dad was releasing himself for some terrible pain, it sounds like.
Yeah.
You know, like, I get that. I totally, absolutely, if I were in that kind of pain, I would definitely be like, I'm just going to put this 22 in my mouth and make it go away.
Yeah, no, I totally understood it. Absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the McNutt one,
just like,
I didn't look into it that much, but it sounds like this dude wanted to punish people and fucking make everybody unhappy, so fuck that.
Yeah, no,
guy.
he wanted. Yeah, his fucking mom and his fucking girlfriend were watching, dude, or ex-girlfriend, whatever. And in fact, right before he does it, his girlfriend like calls, and apparently she was like saying something bitchy. He's like, "That's how you want to do it? Okay." And he's like, "All right, guys," and then just fucking pulls the shotgun and blows his fucking head off, dude. That was not what my dad looked like.
Yeah.
I had to tell her. No,
he wasn't that much of a fucking gangster.
Yeah. Apparently not, dude. Although, no, he could barely lift the pistol, dude. I'm surprised, honestly, as bad a shape as he was, I'm surprised he got a hold of the little fucking gun to be able to do it. There's no way he would have been able to get a fucking shotgun up and do it.
Dude, if you're in that much pain, that fucking light at the end of the tunnel, you're looking at that like, I'll make this work.
Plus, he wouldn't have been able to hide a shotgun. We didn't know he had the fucking pistol. We took all the guns, like kept them away from him. And apparently he had stashed that like months beforehand and like hid it close to his bed. So obviously he had been planning it. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I know it's fucked up. I'd have given my dad the gun. Had he not gone as quickly as he did, I'd have been like, here you go. I'm gonna go to the
Yeah.
bathroom. I don't know how you got this pistol, but good on you.
No, I couldn't. In fact, he had told me about it, and I thought he was just thought there was a gun somewhere. He's like, I'm dying, I'm like, yeah, I know, Dad. I know. And he's like, oh, like, because he was pretty out of it. You know what I mean? He's like,
Yeah.
there's a gun over here. Can you get the gun for me? And I'm like, just hold on, Dad. Just let the medication kick in. You'll feel better. And then I went to the store, and like right when I got back, like 30 seconds before I walked in, he had already gotten the gun and fucking shot himself.
Oh, you had to actually fucking hear it?
No, I didn't hear it.
Oh, okay. I thought you like fucking like pulled up and like bang, and then you had to fucking walk in.
I walked in right after it happened.
Oh, that's fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I respect his decision, but man, that's got to be hard to walk in and fucking see.
What a pussy.
Yeah. It was not a pleasant experience.
Sorry, Satan. We can't all enjoy cutting bodies up.
Yeah, like I said, seeing the dude on the Facebook suicide was bad enough, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm not watching that.
Comparatively, like that's what I walked in on. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. It was bad enough that he was still breathing and fucking, you know what I mean? Like he was gone. He wasn't like
the physical actions of the body were still
was
going in some areas. Like there was like nerve action.
His brain was done. Like his eyes were closed and he was not responsive at all.
Boom.
So yeah, that's tough. Although again, I knew like he would have made it maybe a week. Like he deteriorated so quickly in the previous couple weeks. Yeah, he wasn't gonna make it much longer anyway.
Yeah, my dad's last days when they put a fucking catheter in him. Like he had gotten to the point where basically we just put him in a hospital bed because he couldn't walk or get around or do anything like that.
Yeah,
and anytime he needed to be shifted around in bed, like me and my mom would have to like basically pick him up and move him around.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it would have started being like diaper changing and shit like that.
Yep.
And so I gotta part of me thinks like he was just like, I'm fucking done. Like I'm not gonna fight. I'm just gonna let it happen.
No, my dad was in diapers. We had to change out his little pee bag strapped to his leg.
Yep, it was getting to that. That was like the stage we were gonna start, and I think he probably was he would have been really happy that was like as far as it went. He would have preferred probably to go a little bit before that happened though.
Right. Yeah,
although the fucked up thing was
you could tell he felt bad. Like I'd tell him like I don't mind, I'm glad I can help you in some way,
Yeah.
And I would have to fight. That shit fucking reeks. Holy shit. When you fucking have to change that fucking piss bag out, that shit fucking reeks. But I would always try to not let him let him see me like gagging or anything. So
yeah. I had to help my dad fucking like he shit himself one time, and so I had to fucking like help him get into the shower and fucking get his pants off and spray him down and wash him off and shit.
Yeah. For my dad, honestly, it had been so long since he ate anything of substance. He just wasn't shitting. You know what I mean?
Oh, see, yeah, no, he was eating still, like not like he wasn't eating like big meals, but he'd still eat like like a bunch of cottage cheese or some fucking chips or some fucking donuts or something like snacky kind of foods.
Yeah.
But he was still walking around at that point for the most part. He just didn't make it to the bathroom one time, and it was like, all right, well, let's get this done. Like we're not gonna let you sit around in a fucking your own shit. That's just not how it's gonna work.
Yeah. It gets rough at the end of that, man. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it was gross, but like whatever. I mean, he changed my diapers, I'm sure, so it's only fair.
Yeah, and it's better for them. It really is. As painful as it might be, like, Jesus Christ, you don't want them hanging around with, like, that's no fucking quality of life, man.
I know he wouldn't have wanted to be hanging around at that point, especially because my mom couldn't put him in hospice, and he's always been one of those people like, I just put me in a home. But then, like, the COVID thing, so, like, if we put him in hospice or a home or something, we would not have been allowed to see him under any circumstances.
Yeah.
So he basically just would have been stuffed off in a room to go die alone.
Yeah. Yeah, that stuff is fucked up, because my sister's got a kid that's, like, in, like, a psychiatric hospital, and they can't go visit her.
Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. It's like, I understand taking precautions.
How old my fucking niece is. But yeah, like 10 or 11, somewhere around there, maybe 12. Yeah. So she's in psychiatric hospital, and literally nobody can go visit her.
And like, I get the concept of taking precautions. Like, there should be, here's the hand sanitizer. Put on this mask before you go in. You guys can talk, but don't fucking touch or whatever.
Yeah, like that would be bad enough, but yeah, not to be even able to fucking visit them
at all is pretty fucking absurd. Like, it's not a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah,
especially when it's be allowed.
Fucking again, as deadly as they thought it would be. Like, I'll acknowledge it seems to be a little more contagious, but the death rate's pretty fucking low. And again, it's just people with comorbidities, dude. They're old and your fucking lungs are giving out or whatever. And you got a weak heart or mostly just old.
Yeah.
Although if you're old and fucking not, suffering from any of that shit, even then it seems like it's not that dangerous.
Generally, if you're not over 80 and extremely poor health, you're fine.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you somehow made it to 80, but you're actually in decent health, probably still going to be okay.
Well, like, my mom's got a boss that just retired from the bank she works at, who's definitely like upper 70s, lower 80s. But homeboy fucking still lives on a farm and like raises his own fucking animals and shit on the side as for fun. Like, I'm sure that dude would be fine if he got it. I'm sure he would be just fine.
Dude, my grandfather was still fucking going out for walks in the desert when he was 90.
Yeah.
Like, he honestly, he deteriorated really quickly at the end too, but dude, up to actually 91, like, it was shortly after he turned 91 when he, again, like within a couple months, deteriorated, passing away. But yeah, fucking in great shape for his age, dude.
That's kind of a blessing, though. If you just like live really old and then just fucking, 3 or 4 bad months instead of, because some people get like fucking like 10 terrible fucking years. With diaper changes and fucking spoon feeding and shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, my grandfather was pretty fucking hardcore. Like, there was a point where we had to take him to the emergency room, right?
Yeah.
And he insisted on taking a fucking shower, shaving, doing all this other shit, and getting ready to
that
go.
Fucking sounds like something I would do. Yeah. I swear to God, dude.
Get back together. I got to take a shower. I got to shave, shower, and all this stuff. Then we can go. Jesus Christ, old man.
That legit sounds like something I do. I'd be like, I think I'm having a heart attack. All right, I'm going to get in the shower real quick, and then we'll go.
Yeah, I don't want to be all stinky when I get to the hospital. Be all embarrassed.
Yeah. Oh, Mad Metal Man says this shit is no worse than SARS. Everyone's still whining can fuck off. It's like, yeah, 100%.
It's no worse than the flu. In fact, it seems to be less worse than the flu.
Well, it seems like there's a lot of asymptomatic variants going around. Like that's the word I hear tossed around a lot.
Yeah. Shit, dude, I still have not called my fucking doctor's office to see if I tested positive for the antibodies.
Oh.
3 months ago, dude.
I just took a test not long ago because my brother supposedly had to be checked for COVID. I mean, yeah, the symptoms he had were exactly the symptoms you get from like smoke exposure.
Right.
But clearly, because they matched like 2 of the fucking symptoms on like the list of 1 million for COVID, like you have to go get tested.
Right.
And then I had to call my fucking company and then tell them, and they were like, all right, well, you can't come back in until you've been tested, even though my brother hadn't been tested positive yet. And he was negative, obviously.
Right.
Pussy.
They must have been so disappointed.
Can't even beat COVID. What a pussy.
Well, fucking... The West Coast for like, what was it, almost a week straight, just was like, you couldn't open your fucking windows. Like, you had to filter the air in the house with a fucking air purifier if you had one, or try to, if you didn't, like fucking... Because what is it, like safe the safe levels of air are like under 40, whatever the number, however they apply the number, whatever they call it, I don't remember, but it's like under 40 is like safe, you can breathe, and it was like 170, 180, like for like fucking 4 days in a row.
Yeah, all those naturally occurring wildfires.
Yeah, that they claim were naturally occurring.
Yeah, seem to stop at the Canadian border. It's weird.
Yeah. I fucking know. Oh, man. And it was fucking weird because you look outside and it looked like a foggy day, but it was just smoke drifting down the street.
God damn, dude.
Yeah, like if you've ever, I don't know if either of you have ever been to San Francisco.
No.
Nah.
I've not when I was old enough to remember.
Oh, because San Francisco has some like wicked awesome fog that's super thick, and I was gonna say it's just like San Francisco fog, except it's fucking smoke.
People that have
When did we move to Boston?
What are you talking about?
And we got that wicked awesome fog.
Oh shit.
pretty well known, dude.
Oh.
Like you went so fucking towny so fast.
For those of you not in the know, San Francisco. Really? I've never heard that.
I don't know if people know that about San Francisco. I don't want to assume everybody knows, like I'm some fucking California narcissist.
Yeah, that's a good point, I guess, dude.
No, I just don't fucking know that kind of stuff.
Of that area.
We're all going to move to Boston.
But that fog is wicked awesome.
Wicked awesome, man.
Make it hard to see.
Like it was so nice, and you wanted to go out and like look around, but it was so hard to breathe.
Why are we doing this?
Fucking no, dude.
Although that accent, that fucking Boston accent is interesting because they don't pronounce the R's when they're there, but they add R's when they're not there.
Fucking right.
It's fucking bizarre, dude.
Where do they add R's?
Oh fuck! God, now I gotta think of something, dude.
I know you're right. I'm just trying to think of one, and I couldn't,
Yeah,
so I asked.
No, dude, but I remember hearing it. That's why I thought of it. Because I'm like, they never pronounce the R's, but now there's a word that dude just said that doesn't have an R in it. Fucking added it. Dorchester. Like, no, there's an R there, buddy. There's an R at the very end of that word. Dorchester.
Dorchester? Going down at Dorchester? Sounds fun. You gonna go down to the harbor?
Harbor.
You gonna go down to the harbor, see if they got any fresh seafood?
Hold the R's on that. Harbor.
But does the car have smart park? But does the car have smart park?
Fuck.
It's okay, he's got smart park.
Oh, man. Yeah, Matt Metalman was in San Francisco in the 90s, like, when it was pretty still.
Yeah, because that's the thing, is everybody I knew that went there absolutely loved the place, dude.
Oh, there's a lot to offer. Like, San Francisco's great, but not now. Although I'm sure the touristy areas are fucking kept hobo-free. For the most part, like you get off, you get out of the Mission and off of the Embarcadero and you're in Hobo Town. But
is that where the ship patrols focus their efforts, dude?
I'm sure. Well, from what I understand, I haven't been to San Francisco in a long time, and the more I hear about it, the less I want to go. We'll do this Boston style. They park their hobos in specific areas. But like they have specific areas where they're like, here's where you can go inject your heroin. Have a nice day, little Johnny. And so like they try to keep it in specific parts. Although I'm sure at this point they've got just weird homeless camps popping up all over the place. Because like we got that where I am, and we're nowhere near as bad as San Francisco yet.
I mean, we have homeless camps in Texas too. We just call them prisons.
Yeah, that's not how it works here. And then here's one that was fucking great. Like one night I got to work and there was some fucking dude like with a bunch of fucking shit. Like he was just gonna camp in our fucking yard. And like literally he just was like camping in our yard and then trying to camp across the fucking street. Like there's this little alley next to the house, trying to camp across it in like the fucking parking lot of this industrial complex. And so I called the cops and they're like, "What the fuck do you want us to do?" I'm like, "Not let the fucking homeless dude live in our fucking yard?" Like, it seems like that's a pretty straightforward, no trespassing, no loitering kind of thing. Like, and we're not anywhere near an area where like anybody puts up a homeless encampment. Because, you know, like, there's certain areas in, like, in a town where, like, there's nothing there, really. So, like, yeah, homeless people, like, pop up. Nobody kind of does anything until it gets really bad. Like, we're not in that area. Like, that house is definitely not. It's like an industrial area where, like, there's always businesses moving shit around. And, yeah, I don't know, it was weird.
I need to stop just scrolling Twitter. I get
depressed.
I want to go set some shit on fire. Let's like people. Like let's just people. I want to set people on fire.
Dude, I mean,
and not
I've
like not like a
legitimately
couple
thought
people
about
or
that.
like a bunch of people. Like all of the people.
I've been thinking that one might actually kind of be nice. Just fucking burn down whole neighborhoods. It's weird that you say that because I have been considering. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm not gonna go fucking. Not in California. That might be the one thing they execute you for in this state at this point. Starting a fire. Mad Metal Man, it's not that they don't have government-run mental facilities. They do. The problem is fucking Reagan fucked the mental health system to the point where, like, there's just no way to keep people in, even if they really should never be allowed back on the street again. Like, and I'm talking, like, dangerous fucking people who will go out and commit murders and shit. The more I think about it, the more I think a purge is coming, Mad Metal Man. I'm telling you. It kind of feels like that kind of pressure is building up where people are just going to go fucking ape shit. And the killer monkey is going to come out of everybody and they're just going to go fucking blood in the streets.
I'm cool with it.
You know, as long as most of the people that die are the idiots, I'd be happy. But I think I need to buy a gun.
I still think we should just release wild animals into large cities.
I'm okay with that. That sounds fun.
The smart people
will leave.
Aren't gonna die.
Yeah, the people that are smarter are gonna be the ones who are like, they're gonna release wild animals. I'm gonna leave before that. And the dumb people will be like, I could take a lion.
Or at least stay in their homes. Jesus Christ.
Nah, okay, as long as you put a couple 2x4s over it, the bear can't get through the front door. Is the sword to, like, scare people when they fucking try to, like, shoplift? Mad Metal Man. He's like 2 guns, 3 knives, and a sword. And you know, Texas. Gotta love Texas. I'm just trying to think, like, if I worked anywhere, like, I don't think I've worked anywhere where I could have a gun. They wouldn't just absolutely lose their fucking minds.
At the moment, I actually only have 1 gun. I sold the last one I had. So all I have now is a 1911, but I'm planning on getting. I want to get a new handgun for me, just because I always want more toys. I'm getting a handgun for my granny because she wants one. I also want to get a shotgun for the house and a long gun, just because I haven't owned a long gun since I was like fucking 19.
Oh, the sword is when he runs out of ammo. Nice. You know what? I can't argue with that. Oh man, I just want to get like a 14 gauge, like a nice, relatively light shotgun for the self home protection kind of shit, and then maybe like a Glock or something.
Is 14 gauge a thing?
Was 14 gauge not a thing? I thought 14 gauge was. I know there's 12 gauge and 10 gauge. I thought there was like a 14 and a 16.
I've seen 16, and it's fucking... It shoots pepper, basically. But, like a 12 gauge, yeah. But I haven't ever heard of a 14.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of a 410. I think I might be thinking of a 410 shotgun.
Maybe.
Where it's just big enough that if you were to use a slug in it, you could still take down a deer.
Why are you shooting a deer with a shotgun?
What
did that deer do to you?
So the reason I know that is because it's used in a lot of survival guns, but I know it's a lighter shotgun. So like, if worst comes to worst, my sister or my mom had to like fucking grab it and shoot somebody, they could probably fucking handle it.
Fair enough.
And I know that if you put like a decent round in it, it'll definitely put somebody fucking down. Yeah. They're mostly, I think, bird hunting guns. But I just think like a nice 410. And I think you can even get them with fucking clips. Like the fucking combat clip shotguns. Probably not in California, but...
Yeah.
Because, what is it, like most people who've never used a shotgun are surprised to find that there's a button you gotta press to slide. To fucking use the slide to fucking rack around in.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, clips usually it's just, fucking take the safety off and you're good.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who had a gun where it was so fucking dumb. I don't know who the fuck made it. Like it couldn't have been one of like the name brand ones, but whatever. But to put the clip in, the safety had to be off.
That's pretty fucking dumb.
And then before you could fire, you had to switch the safety on. Switch pull some other little fucking switch or whatever, and then turn the safety off.
Did you buy it in California?
I didn't buy this. A buddy of mine had this, but it was the dumbest fucking gun I've ever seen in my entire fucking life.
That sounds like shit that would happen to a gun in California.
Like it was so fucking like
right. Have you
it was
seen
some
the
like
fucking
over-regulation, fucking stupid, fucking designed by committee bullshit. But it was the dumbest fucking thing. Ugh.
Dude, have you seen the fucking AR-14s in California? They have like weird fins on them and shit. Like, they've done everything to make that gun completely unusable. Like just it. Oh, let me look this up in a picture because it is absolutely fucking insane. Or is it 15? What's the popular one? Is it AR-15 or AR-14?
15.
Let's see. Here we go. Here, once you see this, you'll be. Because first of all, you're like, oh, it's too dangerous. Oh, there is a 16 gauge, not a 14 gauge. Okay. Oh yeah, and you can get pistols that shoot 410. Yeah.
That's why. All that does is make it less safe to fire.
Right? Because then you have less control over the gun and no fucking grip.
That's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. Yep. Oh, the other thing about 410 that the survival community really likes is there's a lot of, or not a lot, but there are like 410 22 over under guns. Where like it's usually like breech loading and you can load one round from into each and it's like 2 barrels. It's like a double gun, so it's cool looking. California guns. Yeah, scary black gun.
That's kind of weird, like, because Arizona and California are right next to each other, and they're pretty much exact opposites as far as like guns.
Yeah, well, I mean, Arizona has more rural area, I would imagine. And usually the more rural area you have, the more people realize, like, no, you have to actually have guns. Like, they're a necessity in some areas of our state kind of thing. Whereas California, there's so many people that live in the cities, they just don't realize, like, no, if you live in certain parts of California, you really do need, like, a rifle or a 12 gauge or something, like, in the house. Just because, like, you might fucking have a wolf in the yard. Or a fucking bear, you know? Like... It's just not fucking safe. Or you might live in an area where it takes, 12 hours for the police to get.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck do you call if the police are 12 hours away and somebody's in your fucking yard trying to shoot you? Or trying to get into your fucking house, trying to break down the fucking door?
Indeed.
Of course, that's more of that sort of like what they say and what they do are opposite. Like, we want people to be safe. So let's make it so they can't defend themselves. What a crappy situation. What is this, like some kid fucking like bullying someone in the bathroom?
Well, it's definitely not the first time we've witnessed a brawl go down in the bathroom. And it's definitely not the first time we witnessed 2 guys fight because one guy slept with his mom. But it is
not how I expected that fight to go. But
and the fight going to him. And these guys are encountering all kinds of obstacles in the way of their brawl.
Dude, that's fucked up. That poor kid just wanted to poop. He's in the handicap stall, so he was really taking a shit too.
These guys are wearing the mask. They're doing it properly. I wonder if these guys are practicing social distancing with the mask. Probably not.
I wonder if these guys are practicing social distancing. Dude, those 2 guys are really bad at fighting. I think they kind of just want to fuck. I mean, they're sure holding each other for a lot.
Right, like that's a whole hell of a lot of hugging, and not a whole lot of fist swinging.
Yeah. And it's like, all right, if some guy's gonna try to keep me from fucking being able to punch him by holding on, then I'll just start kicking that fool. Like, I'm from fighting, I want to fucking hurt somebody. I love that they're just fucking oblivious to the dude taking a shit right next to him the whole time. Like, they're so bound and determined to fucking hold each other tight. It just... Oh, man. Dude, that's a crazy fucking rifle. God damn.
Now, see, like, anytime I ever got into a fight and somebody sat there and tried to, like, do that whole hugging up close bullshit, whatever, trying to stop me from hitting them, I just took their ass to the ground and the fight was fucking over at that point.
Yeah. Well, I just think, like, you could probably knee him real good, you know? I mean, like, you have these 2 other limbs. Why would you just stop using your legs altogether? I don't know. I've been in a lot of fights, but I was a little kid for most of them, so... I don't know.
This fucking headset's killing me, dude. Oh god, I'm gonna switch. The audio. I think the audio's shitty no matter what headset I use, so it probably doesn't matter. So this one, it's like an actual, like, you know, big over the ear one, but one of the sides broke, so it was like taped together. So it does not sit on my ear correctly, surprisingly enough.
They're like the equivalent of the kid with that big fucking tape wad in the middle of his glasses.
Okay, fuck it. Yeah, do I sound any better or worse?
No, you sound exactly the same.
Yeah, so fuck this thing, dude.
Well, it's like when I bought this this new fucking Yeti mic, I didn't think it was going to change what I sound like, and I don't, as far as I'm aware, it really didn't. Because like after like $40 or $50 for a mic, there's really, the improvements are so minute that you know most people aren't going to hear the difference.
I think mine, no matter what I do, it just sounds shitty, dude. So fuck it.
Yep.
So I'll just use these shitty earbuds because I seem to get the same result.
Yep. Shitty earbuds. Oh, that's the one where like the little mic is and then a little bump on the cord.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the other one I was using is literally like the big fucking, you know, big ear headsets over your ears with the padding and everything and the little, you know, mic coming around. Still sounds shitty, dude.
I think, can you guys hear the 3 fans going in my room?
I can't,
Yes.
but again, I can't really hear any of that kind
I
of
also
shit.
hear the dryer.
I just have one of those shitty little fans going. It's not the dryer.
No, I don't think he hears anything. He's just fucking with us. But
why would I bother with the dryer, dude?
I think, can you guys hear the 3 fans going in my room?
I'm not annoying somebody with. What's the point?
Yeah, really. Gaming's not here. Why have the dryer running?
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Because I got like that fucking windsock, and then if you turn the directional on the Yeti, that's the only thing nicer about that is I can turn it directional so it doesn't pick up like the 3 fans in my room. And I just don't believe.
You gotta leave it like that one dude that was typing like crazy.
Oh yeah. Well, I think for a while I had it set wrong because the little things on the back are so damn tiny. It's real hard to tell which one you fucking set it to without like a flashlight and a magnifying glass. And like one is it records the front only, and then the other one is it records front and back. And that's definitely not what you want it set on. Because then it picks up your fucking keyboard and your mouse really, really well.
Actually, it was that dude that was on for like 5 seconds earlier, wasn't it? That guy that was typing away?
Tommy.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, damn. Thanks, man, man. That's a huge fucking ammo list. I want to fucking shoot the gun that shoots that giant-ass blue tip bullet. God damn. What is that, like 3 inches long? Just the bullet itself? God damn.
Oh, that's longer than 3 inches. Like that thing is a fucking cannon.
It is the 41 Long Colt, number 58.
No, it's not. It's the 25 137 M793.
Well, it's listed as 58, and the 58 is the 41 Long Colt. Or am I looking at the wrong set of numbers?
There's 2 lists.
Oh, I'm looking at the one down the bottom. Okay, thanks. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering because the 41 sounds like it'd be smaller than a 45, right? I mean, of course, I didn't know they made a 41. Those fucking big ass pistol or shotgun rounds are pretty fucking crazy too. Like that fucking 61 the 10 gauge. Damn.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. You know what's an interesting video is the what's the fucking plane that has a shitload of ordnance on it? Is it AC-10?
What the plane? I have no idea, dude.
Alright, I'll figure it out. I think it's AC-10. It's the one that has like 3 different levels of guns. I think it has like a 50 cal, and then it has one that shoots like I don't know, medium-sized bombs, and then one that shoots big fucking bombs.
Do they fucking drop them on spaceships? Got to get in real close to fucking hit them. Bomb runs.
But it's fuck up shit in like 3 different ways. Yeah, Warthog. Yeah. But they show like there was a video. I'll try to find it. I think that one might.
Talking about the Black
but it's
X-Men?
inside and out, like what's going on inside.
No, Samaj. Fucking no.
That's the coolest plane I know. So.
Aren't you just 8?
I don't know. There's that one Russian plane that was like too big to fly. But they were like, we're going to build the biggest plane ever. Oh, I guess that didn't work.
I'm scrolling,
the Bumblebee?
Yeah, I'm scrolling a little Discord here, and I see this gray gun called the Judge, and it looks like the gun from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's like comically big.
Oh, yeah, the fucking tourist judge.
That's like, I like it, but at the same time, like, that cannot be practical. It looks way too fucking big.
It shoots shotgun rounds as well as bullets.
All right, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I mean, they're little pussy shotgun rounds, but still pretty fucking sweet.
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah. You can pepper them a little bit if you want.
Is it A10 or AC-10? I'm saying A10 and AC-10.
Oh, you know, one's got air conditioning, the other one's not quite as fancy. Why they call it
hate you.
AC-10. That's what I'm saying. If God really does show up once every 1,000 years to answer a question, I got a good question for him, I'm sure. Just to ask him why they don't sell eggs in singles. What was it what I put in gaming's Discord? Oh yeah, what if vaginas were crunchy? Because it is so
if
wrong.
It is, you should probably AC 130. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. I knew there was an A, and it's some sort of number. But yeah, I remember seeing a video where they were literally showing it. Like, they'd show it shooting from the outside and blowing fucking shit up. Then they would show the guys inside, like, loading shit and all that.
Hell yeah.
Which might be the one.
Oh, man.
So, some of these pictures are just priceless. Like the mug where the handle's on the inside of the mug.
Yeah.
What? I kind of want it just to confuse people. And then they might asked questions like, did you get this on discount? How much did this cost you? Like, oh, I got it from China.
China. Get it from China.
China.
That this is so first name, last name. What?
I was trying to say it like Trump. I fucking did nothing like it.
China.
Yeah, you're not nailing it either.
No, I know. I'm just to keep doing it because it's fun.
China. That's how.
He does it with the
kind
gusto.
Yeah, like he'll pause. It came from China.
But he says it really clearly and authoritatively because he wants it to be very clear. Like, no, that's where the fucking COVID came from. Those are the
China.
people we should be fucking going after.
Yeah, don't go around saying that it's racist or some bullshit. Like, I remember that one reporter was trying to make it seem like it was racist to say it came from China. It's like, no, that's what we do. We
That's the way it's
where they come. Yeah, we name things where they come from. That's like
where they're discovered. Yeah, like the Zika virus was like from the Zika forest or whatever.
And Kung Flu is from China.
The Kung
from
Flu.
the Kung Flu region of China.
Yeah.
I like sweet and sour sniffles. That's a good one that I heard.
That's good.
Man.
That's good. I like that.
Italy fucking lost a generation.
Italy lost a couple of generations. A lot of their young people and their like the entirety of their older generation. Like,
now they're gonna have a bunch of people living in the house just eating ice cream because there's nobody to tell them it's bad.
Gelato, dude.
I don't know if I've ever had gelato. I've had ice cream. I've had sorbet and sherbet, but I don't think I've ever had gelato. It's like ices.
No, it's like it's a different consistency for sure because they put like fucking eggs in it. I think.
That's custard, dude.
Oh no, dude. I'm getting my information from Scott Pilgrim, and they said it was milk and eggs. There's no way that's a mistake. Actually, I can't remember if it was Scott Pilgrim or not.
it was Scott Pilgrim.
Bitch.
Nope.
Does anybody know what I'm talking about? No.
Yeah, I know the scene from Scott Pilgrim. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They were talking about gelato, weren't they?
I believe so. You're talking about the guy with vegan powers.
Yeah. He lost powers because he ate non-vegan stuff 3 times.
Yeah, it's like his third violation.
Yeah.
So in northern Italy and the United States, gelato often has egg yolks.
Oh, just egg yolks?
But it's not.
Yeah.
It's not all gelato. All gelato doesn't have egg. It's just
gotcha.
in certain areas that's like customary.
Yeah, but it's definitely like a thicker, like richer. It's usually, and the ones that I've had, it's definitely a lot more fucking. Like,
It's gelato from what I can see looks a lot like a frozen custard. And then some people thicken it with egg yolks, and some people thicken it with cornstarch.
Yeah, it's kind of a mix of ice cream and custard. Like it sticks together better than ice cream does, or more than ice cream does. Yeah. So it's not quite as it's not quite custard, not quite ice cream, right in the middle, the sweet spot. I had to find that. I think it was like Tony Roma's.
Oh, and gelato isn't mixed as fast, so it doesn't have as much air. So that would definitely give it a much different texture.
Yeah, like you said, it feels thicker, dude. But dude,
how do you describe it?
they had it was like a vanilla gelato, and it was like super fucking sweet. Like just eating it by itself, like even for me, it was a bit much. But they would have sliced strawberries with it. Like the tartness and the fucking sweetness kind of offset each other. It's really fucking good.
Now that you've been describing it, I can tell I've never had this.
I'm gonna fucking get some gelato.
Yeah, I don't know if the store bought style that good, but it's worth a shot because they definitely.
I mean, it's something to try.
Right, you can gelato. I got you. But no, there was a place when I lived up in Flagstaff. There was a place that made gelato, and it was really, really good. I miss that place.
Gelato.
The last time I was there, they had taken artichoke hearts off the menu, though, so I was a little disappointed.
Maybe I go down to the Hobbit and see if they got a gelato store down there.
Yeah,
You done?
I think the moment passed already, dude.
Of course the moment passed. That's why I did it.
I know this is so not necessary and ill-advised, so here we go.
You know, the next karaoke contest, I'm doing "Poisoning Pigeons in the Park." That old Tom Lehrer song.
Poisoning pigeons in the park.
Poisoning Pigeons in the Park. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna get in shape and be the next Mark Wahlberg.
Who posted the fucking Carl one, dude? Oh, Samaj. Well done, dude.
Which
Fucking
one?
love that character. The one with the Carl from Aqua Teen.
Yeah. I just saw that and went, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. I love Aqua Teen, dude.
You two's lesbians or something. Oh, the heavy metal scene with the fucking cocaine. Hell yeah. That was fucking hilarious.
Well, someone had posted this like elaborate maze art something or other, and I just kept thinking about those two guys from Heavy Metal.
Oh, that was a great scene too.
Which the other thing that gets me is that okay, Heavy Metal magazine they're trying some new things. They have a couple action figures based on the original movie. They got that chick with the black bikini and all that, so that's pretty cool. And then they got one of the zombies from that one short with it was like World War II or no, I think it was World War One. Pilots, most of them are dead, and they're getting reanimated as corpses or zombies or whatever. Well, okay, that's kind of cool. But I've been waiting for these two guys, the fucking stoner pilots. Nothing yet.
Yeah, that one seemed funny as fuck too, because they like took the one chick and were like banging her from Earth.
Or even doing the robot or something like the secretary.
Yeah,
I mean that's one of my favorite. Well, actually, they're all really good, but I particularly like that one. Although my favorite's the one with Captain Stern.
Yeah, Hanover Fist.
Stern.
And he just fucking goes after him and tears the ship apart. Oh yeah,
fucking crazy. It wasn't until later I found out that there was a whole comic series based on this guy, Captain Stern. There's a whole series of them.
Oh, dude.
I was on eBay the other day and I thought, oh man, if I didn't have to pay for some few things, I'd get a few of these comics because I like that short so much.
That was one of the better ones. The zombie one was kind of like meh. I mean, it was cool. The idea was cool, but it didn't really have any real storyline in it.
That's true.
And a lot of the other ones had at least some like sort of storyline that made it more fun. Apparently, there was a sequel to that movie too.
I wouldn't exactly call it a sequel, but they did Heavy Metal 2000.
Yeah, I watched that shit. It was bad.
It was bad. I enjoyed the first movie because after like when I was old enough to buy Heavy Metal magazines, I bought a bunch of them. And it's like an anthology of short stories, and they're all really cool. So when I look back to the first movie, I went, that's perfect. Just an anthology of little short stories made a lot of sense to me. So I think the only difference was there was like that big evil ball that was going around and causing people to do shit. I think that's the only thing that was different from the original stories because they wanted to have like a connecting
theme,
object. Yeah. So okay, I guess.
Yeah, what was that called again?
It depends on which story you're listening to. Mostly, it's just describes themselves as pure evil. I remember one in particular with that big muscular guy. It's like an isekai. He called it a Lochnar.
Oh yeah, the Lochnar. I think they called it that in the fucking.
I think it was just in that one short. I don't think they kept that going.
No, I think they did it in the narration, didn't they?
I don't believe so. But then again, it's been a little bit. I'll probably sit down and watch it again one of these days. I know that that show on Netflix, Love, Death, and Robots, those guys wanted to do another Heavy Metal movie, just like the first one, but they didn't greenlight it, so they just made their own thing, which I guess was kind of okay. It's original stories, except for some of them were based on actual like short stories. I know Zima Blues based on a sci-fi short story, which you can kind of tell because it's very different than all the rest of them. Most of them feel like a lot of them feel like video game tech demos. So Zemo is like the only one that's like, let's talk about complicated issues like the meaning of life and death and all that kind of stuff, and what's it mean to be a human. Like, Star Trek-ish themes. Maybe that's why that one stands out to me.
Yeah. So the Lochnar, I was just kind of looking it up a little bit. I think that because it was called the Lochnar in one thing, it's also the sum of all evils.
I can believe.
It's at least it's not like the orb formerly known as like the sum of all evils or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was just evil thing. Like Heavy Metal 2000 was like a one big movie, one big story.
Yeah, it was shitty because it wasn't like a bunch of vignettes like the other one. It was like this follow up of the last one with the good girl and the fucking bird thing and.
Yeah, and it was one of those early movies where they were putting in CG, and they were trying to use like realistic-ish kind of graphics, and it was really a strange combination. There's not much of that movie that's really redeemable.
Well, it wasn't. The story was just generic bullshit. It wasn't like I don't think that it was written by anywhere near the same caliber of writers as the other ones.
Well, generic bullshit can work for like a short story because you're just doing something that's catching your eyes. I think it would have done a lot better if it was just one of those shorts. But they thought they can expand it to a full movie. And actually, Heavy Metal 2000 is one of those ones that we tend to forget even exists.
Oh yeah, like all the never-ending stories after the first one.
Oh god, yeah.
Honestly, I had entirely forgotten about Neverending Story until fucking Stranger Things season 3.
Oh yeah. Turn around. I don't remember the fucking words after that.
Fucking Dusty Poo. God damn it.
Like, I love. It's worth looking up that scene. I'm gonna see if I can find just that scene. But that fucking just like it goes around to everybody listening on the radio. Like these people are running from this giant fucking meat monster that's trying to kill and eat them, and like fucking. Never-ending story, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on? And they all have that look.
Nostalgia for the sticky nostalgia, man. Don't you know?
It's the same. It's the second thing. And first is if you type in Never-ending Story, it's like Never-ending Story song, and then the next one down is Never-ending Story Stranger Things.
Yep. That's basically how it goes, man.
Oh, I love that she makes him sing the fucking song. And he just looks at everybody like, I'm so sorry, but I don't have a choice. Oh, man.
Because she's hotter than Phoebe Cates. I don't have a choice.
Well, and you know what? First, just like, he's not that bad at singing the song. I mean, that's a pretty tough fucking song.
It's obviously fucking.
Oh, they had somebody else sing it for him? That's a shame. I just assumed it was him because it seemed like kind of like not a really well done like song.
This is Susie. I copy. Susie. Dusty Bun? Dusty Bun. Where have you been?
I'm so.
It was Dusty Buns.
I've been really busy. I'm trying to save the world from Russians and monsters.
No, of course. This is Susie. I copy.
Susie.
Dusty Bun? Dusty Bun.
I think back to the second Never-ending Story movie, and there are some parts of it I don't mind, but like I don't know, it's just such a okay movie. I like
the one where like he had to make a certain amount of dreams or something, and he lost his memory.
Wishes, yeah, he loses like a memory.
Yep, and it was a different kid.
Yeah, they got a different actor.
That suicide guy.
What?
That kid was in a bunch of 80s flicks and then fucking killed himself.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yay!
I didn't know. I didn't know that part.
Another really good movie was he was in with Chuck Norris was Sidekicks.
I mean, I think the main actor, that kid, was probably my biggest problem. He just wasn't all that good. Also, he looked like a girl, and that was very off-putting.
Yeah, he killed himself in 2003.
Really? Ugh.
Yeah.
Was it like a suicide, or was it like overdose?
Hung himself.
Ooh.
And then he didn't die that day. He died like the next day of injuries sustained from the hanging. He was 27.
Oh, that's way too young. Oh.
But if anybody in the Discord, you can see a picture of him. Like, that dude was in a lot of fucking iconic 80s movies. Pet Sematary.
Oh, Jonathan Brandis. Yeah.
Oh, he got better.
This isn't even a good list of his films. He's in a lot more films than this, I think. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, he was in a bunch of 90s stuff too. Okay, yeah. Dumb and Dumber he was in.
I wonder if that's the movie that did him in. It's like, nah, I'm done, man. I'm done with this world.
He peaked though, like basically he peaked at a certain point and just wasn't getting work anymore. I think is the problem.
I mean, I certainly hope it was that. I mean, the more and more we learn about Hollywood, the more I wonder how long things have been going on.
Oh yeah, you're right. You know what? That's true. It could be.
I mean, Macaulay Culkin is playing fucked up. So.
I mean, Corey Haim and Corey Feldman were talking about getting diddled for the longest fucking time.
Yeah. Oh, he's also in a bunch of TV shows and shit too.
Maybe I don't know. The more we learn about Hollywood, then I can almost guarantee you something's going to be coming up.
The more we learn about the Hollywood, the more we should probably go burn Hollywood to the fucking ground.
Dude, Samaj, if you scroll up a little bit, we were talking about it a little bit earlier. There's a video of Leo DiCaprio when he was really young, of him with Brian Peck.
Please don't say the words again.
It wasn't me. It was fucking Stabby, dude. Wasn't it?
Wait, what? Yeah. What words?
But he was a really hot kid.
Oh, that's not. You know what I fucking meant. Fucking.
Well, yeah, he knows what you meant. He's just asking you not to repeat it. That's what he's saying, dude. And then he repeated it.
Well, once you ask me not to repeat it, I have to. It's like a challenge. It's like, don't repeat that. I absolutely have to do it now.
There's a video of Leo DiCaprio when he's really young and hot, and basically it's just really uncomfortable, the interaction, because Brian Peck, the guy who's in there with him, I put it like 2 seconds before it starts, so it should start right almost there. Brian Peck has been convicted of like child molestation or sex with a minor or whatever. So you look at that and it's really fucking creepy knowing that going into it. If you can't find it, I'll repost it.
It's okay. I believe you. Just because the more we're getting into this, because there's I do believe like Hollywood's going to be roasting. Because look at what's his name from the guy who played Woody in Toy Story and Forrest Gump. He like moved all the way to Greece
Tom Hanks.
because Tom Hanks. I just keep forgetting his name for some reason. But yeah, he moved all the way to Greece. And there was like articles of like he's going for tax reasons and not because of.
Oh yeah, it's for tax reasons, not because he's a pedophile.
Do we have any extradition?
Oh, Tom Hanks is a fucking pedophile? I didn't know that. I would have been.
I think what's his name? That Isaac Cappy guy kind of said that back in the day before he allegedly killed himself.
Oh yeah.
Did he get Clinton or something?
Yeah, he got the Epstein treatment apparently. You guys know what I'm talking about? Isaac Cappy. Here's some dude, but he said, he basically said Tom Hanks was a pedo, Seth Green was a pedo.
Like, I look at all the stuff that's going on.
Wait, but how can Seth Green be a pedo? He's still a child.
Right.
He fucking looks like one, man.
Like, I look at all the riots and everything, because I'm pretty sure Hollywood and the media and all that, they're just trying to get you distracted. Because I know Trump is working hard to try and, as he says, drain the swamp, get all this stuff out there. I think that there's a lot of people with vested interests, and they're trying to make you not pay attention to what he's doing.
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody's blaming Trump for these riots, but he literally has. Oh no, no worries, man. See you later, man. Hope you charge your phone, have fun, sleep sometime. But fucking
we're hearing like people.
Oh, he doesn't have the authority to send anyone in to fucking quell the riots.
Yeah,
you know that's the problem. But they're his fault somehow. It's like fucking goddamn it.
And the Democrats are losing their minds because I think a lot of them, like if information gets found out that the Democratic Party has connections, I'm pretty sure that they do. Then I mean that too can be a problem.
I mean, it's probably the reason Biden's going to win is so many people are catching on and being like, oh yeah, you used to be able to hide that shit before the internet told everybody what the fuck was going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, and there's so much shit going on in that. Yeah. So, like I said, this is, to me feels like it's a distraction. I've often heard people talk about like a civil war coming up in America. I don't believe, like, if there was going to be a civil war, it's not going to last very long. And if anything, I mean, I think, like, if there is a civil war coming, it's pretty much already here. It's more of a civil cultural war. And it might get more physical once Trump gets reelected.
Shot and killed.
I'd say we're in a cold civil war, if anything, if that sort of makes sense.
Yeah, but it's warming up.
Yeah, no, it's definitely warming up. People are being killed for real. Yeah.
And with all these liberals who are now buying guns, and they're very inexperienced and very emotional, who knows how they're going to react once Trump wins? And let's be honest, we all know he's going to win.
God, if we get a wave of like thousands of fucking liberal suicides after Trump wins, that would be so fucking funny.
I don't want to have suicide. I just want to have an existential crisis and then just fucking grow up. Just like realize, okay, I'm done. No more politics. No more nothing. I'm just gonna get a real job, pay my taxes, and just get on with life.
I hope they go play fucking Nirvana and fucking blow their brains out.
Yeah,
Turn
probably.
on Nirvana. Kurt Cobain understands my pain.
I mean,
we got around to doing this copycat thing.
Like,
because they're not original,
We may, if we're lucky, we may get a whole decade of just normality of sorts. But I worry because the extremists, the weirdos, the creepies, the people who are always doing all this, they're still in schools. In fact, there's more of the crazy people in schools than ever before. And when I say schools, I mean like high school, junior high, elementary.
The real problem is that a lot of them are accredited teachers.
Yeah.
Like they're teaching people things that are just factually not true.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that's the scary part. It's not that there's a bunch of kids in these schools that fucking fall into that shit. It's that these schools have teachers that teach it, and that's allowed.
And not just allowed, like some of the stuff is being like mandated and then just sort of taught to them. Like just the other day, or a few days ago, I found out that a school in a neighboring city, and it's probably all over Canada for all we know, one of the required reading books was a book about polyamory and normalizing it within households. And I heard this and that's creepy as fuck. Why is that in schools? And most parents don't even know this. They don't know this kind of stuff is being taught to their kids.
Dude, Unknown Archive just put out a video this week talking about how he had an English teacher where basically it was very little focus on English and like everything was some kind of like minority rights kind of thing, or he was like, yeah, and the one Shakespeare one we did, of course it was Othello.
One of the bus stops I go to is near school, and I think it was a school, and there was like the teacher, and he was taking the kids out to to check nature and all their walks or whatever they do with these kids. And I look, and it's a dude in a dress with makeup, and it's clearly a dude. He's got the deep voice and the 5 o'clock shadow. He's wearing makeup and he's dressed, and I'm like, oh no. It makes me so uncomfortable when I see something like that. Like,
And that's something we shouldn't normalize.
no, and
If
like,
you can pass or come close to passing, then fine. But like, if you can't, like, you should just not. like,
I have a friend and she does like she works at a daycare, and she sees none of that. She works in a small town. And I was talking to her earlier today. I was like, just be glad you're in a small town. If you came to the city and you found the job here, you might pull your hair out. It's just some of the crazies here. Yeah, that like that, like that, Nacho. That's who I saw. Fucking lunatic.
Oh man, I actually really love that movie. Actually, both of them.
Ace Ventura. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
God bless Ace
yeah.
Ventura. I know Jim Carrey would never come back for another one.
it's a shame because that was when he was still funny.
Oh, I mean that.
But before he lost his mind.
Well,
dude, he's
No,
actually
he's always been okay, but now he's fucking insane and political.
Yeah.
Well, luckily he's not doing political. He's decided to just stay away from it, which I'm like, great.
Since
I hope.
when?
Since the last Sonic the Hedgehog movie, or the only Sonic the Hedgehog movie, he made a statement that how he's not going to be getting political. Like he was doing a series of anti-Trump paintings and all. He's like, I'm not doing that anymore. I just want to, work on my craft and not have to not get political. I think he just got fed up with it.
Or he realized that he was alienating half his fucking audience.
Yeah, well, I mean, the way
That's one of the things they used to teach, like, a lot of fucking people who do performing and, like, art and stuff like that. You know, if you especially, like, comedians and like, musicians, like, if you start getting political, like, half your audience is going to fucking tune out.
Yeah, there is that. I think part of his problem is that he moved to New York, and he was clearly doing a lot of drugs.
Well, that dude has done a lot of fucking drugs.
Yeah, there's footage of him like on a bike doing tricks in the middle of traffic, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, Jim Carrey?
That might just be the fucking overwhelming narcissism that comes with being that famous.
Maybe, but also that was apparently he had a very, very messy divorce. And apparently he lost a lot of his stuff.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, yeah, apparently his ex there was rather vindictive in a way.
I wonder if that's going to change him to being a Republican.
No, well, I don't know. I mean, that's what started him on the whole taking drugs and moving to New York, and then he started saying, "I'll never be in another movie that has guns or violence." And then he was in the movie. Then he was in Kick-Ass. Which
Kick-Ass too. Yeah.
I mean, he was great in Kick-Ass, but he's like, I denounce it. I don't want the money. You're like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? You finally made a great comeback. And then he disappeared for another couple of years, and then he comes back for Sonic the Hedgehog. He's like, I'm not political anymore. Not doing it anymore. Great.
Well, not being political is the smart choice.
You know, I never actually saw Kick-Ass 2.
It's okay.
It was actually pretty good. Yeah, it wasn't like amazing. It was just fun.
I think I prefer Kick-Ass 1 over Kick-Ass 2, but Kick-Ass 2 isn't terrible.
I mean,
yeah, there were some kind of dumb things in Kick-Ass 2.
It has the best fucking Tom or Nicolas Cage line. A switch to kryptonite. I still can't tell if he's the worst actor or the best actor. But it's one of the two. He's either the worst actor on the planet or the best actor on the planet. There is no in between.
Nicolas Cage is amazing.
I hear about what he does with his money. Like he spent all that money to have like a sarcophagus or something, like a pyramid for his dead body to go into. You guys ever see the picture of Nicolas Cage's gravesite? It's gonna be fucking.
He has a fucking pyramid.
There's something. Yes. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. It's quite interesting. Nicolas Cage grave.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage's Pyramid Tomb in New Orleans, Louisiana.
I think this is a picture of it. This is in a storage area, so they're going to move it when he dies. Which, I mean, if you're gonna go, you might as well go in style. You have got the money for it.
Oh, okay, you got it. Yeah. Oh, wow, I think I found the same picture.
Probably. Just type in Nicolas Cage grave.
No, I mean like almost the same. Oh, okay, no, I got a slightly different angle. Never mind. I thought for a second I actually picked the same fucking angle. Like.
Oh, it's all on there, and I think there's going to be like a lower floor or something. I don't know. Nicolas Cage. Go figure.
Oh, fucking Nicolas Cage. That's hilarious. Oh man, yet another example of fucking nepotism in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yay. Although Nicolas Cage is fucking entertaining as hell.
I think the era of the actor, like of the celebrity, is gonna go with all this news that's probably gonna come out eventually.
Now, I think Hollywood might quiet down for a little bit and then like just try to casually come back. You know, like fucking like, well, we went too far pushing, you know, the fucking pedophile stuff with the fucking cuties, and now we're gonna quiet down for a little bit, and then, you know, a year or two later, they just won't be able to stop themselves.
I think the whole reason why Cuties is the movie that they all choose to die on is because they're trying to normalize it in some form or another. Like they're hoping this is gonna die down. People are gonna forget all about it. Because eventually people are gonna come back. Like, even if it's not your cup of tea, it's not the kind of movie you want to watch, you'll eventually come back to Netflix for something.
Oh, yeah. As far as, like, whether people are going to stick with Netflix, obviously they're not going to fucking stop going to Netflix. But just... I just don't think, like, you could ever normalize fucking pedophilia like that. I think there are some lines that just cannot be crossed on that level. Like, that's just not going to work.
Well, like I said, I think they're trying to normalize it because there's going to be a lot of names coming out.
Of course, then again, Satan's job.
I hate my job.
Yeah.
But I mean, I haven't been able to do my job in like 8 months, so.
Hey, there you go.
Like you want to go back to work, but you kind of don't want to go back to work, huh?
No, come January, I'm just gonna be doing taxes, just because I have a job offer, so I'm just gonna go do that for the time being.
Might as well take the work when you can.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
So, if someone, who do you guys think might be the next celebrity that gets found out to be like a pedophile? Just all of a sudden move to Greece.
Fucking all of them.
I think it's
the next one. He's saying he's not saying it's the last one that's ever going to be.
Well,
Who's up next?
I would never have thought Tom fucking Hanks until you guys fucking pulled the wool off of my fucking gaze on that one.
I don't think, like, the accusations are there, but he hasn't been confirmed yet. He just all of a sudden moved to Greece because I think he knows that there's something coming. I think there's a lot of actors that know there's something big coming. If I had to guess, like, who's the next, like, actor that might get called out, I kind of want to say it's is it Danny DeVito who played the Penguin in that one Batman movie?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be him.
I doubt it, dude.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Danny DeVito.
Well, the reason why I think that is because, first of all, he's short, and guys who are short, you know, they have a lot of short complexes and all that.
He's been like a wholesome family dude like his whole career.
Well, except for
didn't he like marry? Huh?
Except for it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's pretty twisted.
Oh, his character that he's playing.
No, like
his
no, I'm talking about him. Like as a person, okay. He's always been like a legit wholesome fucking dude.
Yeah, didn't he marry like Rita Radner and just like they've been together for like their whole fucking lives?
Yeah, like he'd be Keanu Reeves if he wasn't, you know, like a literal fucking homunculus troll looking motherfucker.
If he didn't look like a especially fat hobbit.
Like, if he didn't look like he would fucking literally eat your children, he'd be
Oh,
Keanu
Jesus.
Reeves.
What if it's Keanu Reeves is the next one that comes out as a pedophile? Wouldn't that be fucking terrible?
I don't want to believe that could be a possibility.
That might be the straw
who
that
would
causes
you-
Hollywood to burn the fuck to the ground.
Who would you rather it be? Keanu Reeves or Betty White?
Betty White.
Betty White. She's probably
Yeah,
Really?
Betty White, oddly.
I literally, I don't care. I really, she's like before my time. I don't care. Anytime I've ever seen her, it's always been a kind of meh role. I don't have any love for that.
Somebody made a 10-hour mix of that fucking Stranger Things Neverending Story song.
Of course they did.
Fucking
Of course
Christ.
they did.
Oh, Nostradamus put him being born on the couch. Oh, that was one of the better fucking scenes.
I wonder if that's him saying, "Yeah, I got no more fucks to give."
He didn't. I mean, he's a fat midget. Yeah, he doesn't look too bad for a fat midget, dude. I mean, that's not a nice ass, but it could be a lot worse. And he's all shiny. So somebody rubbed that fucking thing with oil.
You do that one and compare it to the one with Ace Ventura when he goes out of the rhino and go like, who did it better? Well, no question there. It was fucking Jim Carrey because that rhino scene is the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Oh, coming out of the rhino. I love the kids' response to it. It's fucking great. Awesome. Every time trying to cover his eyes.
And just seeing the horror in the parents' eyes and oh, like just completely out of context. It's still funny. It's still funny even to this day.
And Danny DeVito's couch scene is obviously like a fucking, a love letter to that fucking scene from Jim Carrey. Like clearly they were influenced.
That could very well be.
Well, I mean, he's like hiding in the couch listening to people at his own funeral, if I remember correctly, or something like that.
Was that it?
Didn't he like pretend he died so that he could hear what his funeral would be like and fucking hide in the couch?
Yeah, that does sound familiar.
And then in Jim Carrey, he was like spying with the rhino thing. So.
And the hand turns off, and he's just.
Yeah. And in both situations, they both got too hot, so they fucking had to come out through the fucking slit in the fabric type thing.
Yeah, that could be an homage to Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I think it's an homage. A well done one too. Because the best homage to that kind of like thing is when you don't. Oh, it was Rita Perlman, not fucking Rita Radner. I don't know why I got that wrong.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I knew her name was Rita. I couldn't remember her last name, but like I was like that sounded right to me. So
yeah.
Plus, I think it's Gilda Radner.
Well, and I was thinking of the right person visually, like in my head. That's what I was thinking of, the chick with the fucking poodle hair.
Yeah.
Oh, till 2017. Oh, they got divorced, or did she die?
If I had to think of a different person that might be next on the list, I hope. So for some reason, I'm thinking it's Kevin Feige. You ever seen Kevin Feige? That guy's got a creepy face.
The guy that did the Marvel that did the Ghostbusters chick reboot.
No, that's Kevin Feige, or Paul Feig or whatever. No, Kevin Feige's the guy who does the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, gotcha.
But then again, he's a producer. He's behind the scenes. He's like talking to people, doing auditions and all that kind of stuff. I mean, he's pretty high up there. So. Maybe it'd be the higher ups. Okay, I gotta stop looking at the screen. I can't look at Danny DeVito's ass.
Worship that ass.
Dude, one of my favorite. Oh, but this wasn't Kevin Feige. This is somebody else. All right. Anyway, this isn't a Kevin Feige story. One of my favorite stories involving the MCU is Charlie Cox was actually supposed to be in the Han Solo movie.
Hmm.
Like that was their original choice. They really wanted him to do it. But this was after he had been doing Daredevil for the first season was out and they had already filmed season 2, so he had been pretending to be blind for the past 2 years. And he went in there for the interview and didn't look anyone in the eye, stared straight ahead, and act like he was autistic as shit because he was pretending to be blind unintentionally.
Oh no!
So he didn't get the role because the director or the casting director, whoever it was that was making the decision, was really offended and disrespected by the fact that he wouldn't look them in the eye.
Oh no!
No, oh, that's bad.
Yeah, but it means Charlie Cox wasn't in that abomination of a movie.
That's true. That's true. I like him well enough. I don't want him in any current Star Wars. Maybe if he would replace what's his name as the Mandalorian. If those rumors are true.
Are they going to try to replace the fucking Mandalorian actor?
No, the rumor is that the actor walked away from the role.
Oh.
Which of course is stupid, because like why would you do it? Like I think the rumor was just put up there to drum up interest because the Mandalorian's coming out soon.
They're gonna have a season 2 finally.
Yeah, 30th of October.
Nice.
But don't get too happy. Remember, it's episodic, so it's like one episode a week.
Well, yeah, but
I'm used to the binging model. I don't want to wait because the last season was really good. However, apparently there's going to be more Kathleen Kennedy influence. So.
She should have Zip. God damn it.
That was the only thing Star Wars has done in like fucking 20 years that was worth watching.
And she knows it. That's why she's getting in there, because she wants to have
shit all over it.
Well, she wants to save her career as best she can because everyone wants her out.
Oh God! Can somebody just take her out back and fucking put her down?
Fucking up another fucking film or another show is gonna help her out. Or is she just claiming she has something to do with it, but isn't really gonna have anything to do with it? That would be the smart for her, so she's probably not gonna do it.
They were definitely posting out pictures because every now and then she was actually on the set of The Mandalorian. So there's pictures of her, but she was like in the back row as everyone else was up front, like actually directing and doing their jobs and everything. She's in the back, being the what was it, the producer that goes out and gets them the coffee.
Gopher.
Like, I'm sure she was good at her job for all the other movies that she was doing, because, I mean, she was a producer of sorts. She's been doing stuff for years. But putting her in charge of something was not a good look. Not a good decision. And the rumor was the only reason she was the producer in so many movies is because she actually was sleeping with the directors and all that.
I was gonna say that she had to have dirt on somebody to still have a job at this point, man.
Pretty much. Well, the rumor was, of course, she was sleeping with George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. I can't remember who else. And some of the directors are, you know, in order to get a job working on Star Wars, you kind of have to have sex with her, which is why Rian Johnson or whatever his name is got his Star Wars movie. He actually did it. I don't know.
Oh, that's terrifying.
I want to see that's gross, but
I'm trying to remember what she looked like. I don't remember being
Kathleen Kennedy or
Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah. Well, you have to remember the whole casting couch idea is not a new thing. It's been around for a long time. Like Marilyn Monroe would often say that she had to have sex with guys just to get jobs, which is of course isn't unusual. And other guys, in order to get certain roles, had, you know, if you're not gay, you may have to suck a dick or two because they have gay producers. Like that was the rumor with Bryan Singer, the guy who did the X-Men movies, who's also got like fired or he was listed as his his credit was taken away from that last movie he was on, the one with the band. Fuck, I can't remember what it was. Yeah,
No idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Bryan Singer. I don't know. His last movie made a lot of money, but yeah, he had gay parties. A lot of underage kids were there. That was the rumor, and then that's kind of what got him fired, and why you don't see him anymore working.
Mm.
And of course, he's been doing that for years. So.
All right, I found a picture of her. I put it on the Discord.
We see it.
She's like a Walmart Hillary Clinton.
She's a Karen.
Yeah, Karen. There you go.
Yeah, average at best, especially for Hollywood. She's a fucking like 3 in Hollywood.
That's why she gets the directors to bang her. Like, directors are notoriously not the best looking people, so
I mean, yeah, I've been a director on a bunch of different projects, and y'all know what I fucking look like.
Damn. Oh man, Samaj, Nacho wants you to tell everybody that Kennedy touched you in your no spot.
No square.
Oh no square.
Stop! Yeah. Don't touch me there. This is my no square.
I couldn't keep going. I'm sorry.
That was it wasn't here. That was another country, right?
Yeah, that was what I think Sweden.
Yeah,
to try and deal with all of the fucking Asian men, the Asian rape scandal, as they called it.
The Asians, can't say Middle Eastern, gotta be Asian.
The funny thing is that's become like a joke for teenagers. Like they do, it's like a bunch of people do like the videos of them doing the "Stop, Don't Touch Me" there dance, and then they just laughing about it, like, it's so funny. Like, clearly that was a failed campaign.
Well, it was the same way that like fucking Stranger Danger, like no one in the history of fucking ever yelled Stranger Danger and not meant it as a fucking joke.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and then they taught people to be worried about the wrong fucking people. You know, like the vast majority of people that are molesting and abusing children are people that are related to those kids or like friends of the fucking family. They're not strangers. That's why it's so fucking insidious.
Wow, there are a shitload of no square fucking videos. Holy fuck.
I told you, dude, it became like a big fucking meme for a while.
I'm just trying to find the original. I should type in the word original.
WandaVision, huh?
Yeah. I'm not too excited about this one just because I know it was written by a feminist.
Oh, fuck that, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm just reading the fucking description under this one. I guess this is the actual one. It says, feel free to share this public service announcement with anyone whose no square might be in jeopardy. It's fucking brilliant. It's just not video? Holy shit, it's just it's just audio. Fuck. That's not helping.
Yay.
Maybe the original one got... Oh, no. Let's see. There we go.
Yeah, I like that they also made it into a dance. That's the part that really makes it effective in teaching children to just tell molesters not to molest them. Like, swiper, no swiping.
Oh, God.
Like, you're just teaching people things that don't fucking work in the real world. Telling your uncle no isn't going to stop him from diddling you.
I never actually went to go see that Dora the Explorer movie. Was it? Anyone see it?
It was fucking weird. It was hilarious. You know, I wouldn't recommend paying for it, but if you can see it like for free, definitely do it. She just periodically addresses the audience, and everybody just looks at her like she's out of her fucking mind, but then just like shakes their head like, "Oh, that Dora just talking to nobody."
So quirky. Alright, yeah, I put the original one up.
God damn.
I know, I swear.
But like fucking, and then there's like there's a lot of weird moments in it. Dora the Explorer is definitely funny as fuck. It's just fucking bizarre. I can't remember everything in it now, but I laughed like the whole way through.
There's only one acceptable reason to watch that movie, and it's because you want to fucking bang Dora the Explorer. And I didn't, but before the promotional art for that for that came out, but now I kind of want to bang Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, well, I have heard that she had a disturbingly nice rack.
She
Dora
was,
the Explorer is thick.
She was fucking thick.
I believe it was directed by Michael Bay, wasn't it? Or not Michael? Yeah, Michael Bay. Yeah, the guy who did all the Transformers movies. He's all about making sure that like he gets the hottest women possible for his movies. Like I remember, like there was one Transformers movie. There was a girl. She was a scientist. She was a blonde, and she had like a black eyes as like a psychic or something, and she was fucking hot. And then of course she never showed up in any other movie, which of course that's kind of a Michael Bay thing. It's like you get a hot chick for like one, maybe two movies, but there's going to be like a new girl in the next one or this one.
Well, you know what? The Dora the Explorer actress is legal now. She was 17 in the movie, though.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Oh, she was in the Nut Job too.
I'll give her a nut job, all right.
Thank you for explaining the joke. Oh, and the movie she was in after Dora and the Lost City of Gold was Let It Snow.
Let it snowball.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. No. Bad Stabby.
That wasn't Stabby. That was fucking Dave.
Sorry, I just assume it's you most of the time. Like, just...
Oh.
Let it snowball. Let
Yeah,
it snowball.
Look it up. It's no big deal. I swear to God. Don't listen to Clerks, the original Clerks movie. That's bullshit. They're lying. It's something totally not sexual.
Oh, my bad. It was directed by James Bombin. It was okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, through the whole fucking movie, Dora the Explorer just occasionally addresses the audience, and nobody understands why she does it or even questions it. Or no, they question. They look at her like she's nuts, but then they just like go along with it.
Like, what are you talking at?
I might check it out. It sounds funny.
It's really fucking funny. Yeah, it's definitely hilarious. Not intentionally, I don't think. Or maybe, I don't know, because it's supposed to be like based on a kid's show. Maybe they're like, well, the parents gotta have something to fucking laugh at.
Yeah, they'll stick some little parental jokes in the movies.
Because movies for kids, I mean, like really kiddie movies, they're fucking boring and just cringy to watch. You need to put something in there.
You gotta make sure you use a really pretty kid.
Stop with that phrase. I don't like it.
Yeah, now that you pointed it out, it really does sound pretty fucking bad. I should never fucking use that word.
That's a really pretty kid you got there. What is wrong with you?
You fucking... Oh, man. You know those obnoxious people that want to tell you all about their kid? That's the way to get him to leave you alone. Like, you got you a mighty pretty kid.
Hey, you're right. That's a sexy kid you got there.
Okay, whoa. That's a whole other fucking level, dude. God damn.
Honestly, it's worse, but it's not that much worse than saying that.
I mean, I'm gonna head off to bed now.
I'm going to not be associated with the stream anymore.
I'm gonna go. I'm legitimately tired. I'm not actually leaving for any other particular suspicious reason. Bye.
Oh God.
Damn it! We didn't call them swastika legs, and we didn't mention fucking marriage. You're slipping, man.
Oh my god. So fucking bad. Oh. That's a sexy kid.
He's doing it. He can't help himself.
This is so bad. Oh man, if we had an audience, we would definitely get shut down.
Yeah, we fucking definitely.
Like Joe Rogan, we had fucking that one podcast got canceled, but I mean, they were talking about sexy kids and shit, so yeah. That was one of the fucking, oh man. There was a fucking dude who was defending cuties in one of the videos I watched. Like, they showed a little compilation of people, like, talking it up. And he was like, you're supposed to be uncomfortable, but you're also supposed to think, damn, that blonde was fine.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's like, yeah, you're thinking that they're doing this twerking thing, but over here you're also thinking they're really hot. Like you.
I mean,
dude,
let me tell you, I watched the first 20, 30 minutes. No, at no point are you thinking, damn, they're hot.
Again, seriously, I hope that dude was trolling.
I don't fucking know.
Really
Probably not.
Because the whole time I was watching it, I was thinking,
pretty creepy, so you're right, probably not.
Damn, someone called CPS because these kids are not fine. Yeah. Like, Jesus.
Do not leave him alone with your kids at any time, ever.
I mean, there's scenes where, like, one kid is writhing around in underwear, and fucking apparently there's scenes... Oh, and she's, like, soaked or whatever, like, wet for some reason. I've heard scenes described. I haven't seen them yet, thankfully. And they're on YouTube, so I assume sooner or later somebody's going to fucking put them in something. And you're not going to know it, and because everybody's fucking posting videos of all this fucking stuff from cuties.
Because I hate it.
It's child porn and terrible, and you should take it down. Now watch these scenes. It's like, I don't think you understand how that works.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like I said earlier, it's exactly what the movie's claiming and doing.
Yeah.
You're essentially doing the same thing.
It's ironic.
It's so awful, man. Nobody should be watching it. But here, watch this.
Here's why. Now watch this fucking 11-year-old writhe around on stage in rubber crotch. Anybody else feel kind of queasy now? Fucking...
Jesus, dude.
I hate it.
Well, yeah, man, you fucking had to fucking live that fucking thing. Like,
okay. Especially...
Now, if it had been like an actual condemnation of like what it was, instead of like like, hey, this is what it is. Look at this child porn. This is what it looks like. You know, like.
Okay. Here's the thing, though. Like, you can make a movie about how killing cats is a bad thing to do.
But you shouldn't be killing cats to make the movie.
Right. Like, you're not gonna actually get a bunch of cats and kittens and set them on fire. The actual cats, and set them on fucking fire. Which you can do that with fucking CGI or fucking do some whatever, and still make the movie about how killing cats is bad. Now, what you cannot do is actually burn the fucking cats.
Yeah.
And this movie is actually burning the fucking cats.
That is a good way of putting it, yeah.
Like, the fact that murder is bad is a thing that's done in movies all the fucking time. You know what they don't actually do? Murder the fucking actors.
Right.
I wonder if they're, well, you know, snuff films.
I mean, but those are just hot. Like, I'm not saying I'm a good person or anything. I'm just saying that this shit is fucking wrong.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. They did kill an actor in Ben-Hur, right?
I mean, like, no, people have died on fucking sets and shit all the fucking time, but, like, never, like, intentionally.
Oh,
like
yeah,
even like the whole Ben-Hur thing, like that was a fucking. I think the original story came out a movie that was like being released with Ben-Hur, like a rival studio.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, like and they fucking kill people on set. Like they killed that guy. Like, no, like a guy died, but they didn't kill him. Like it was a fucking accident. did they catch it on film? Yes, but it didn't go into the movie.
Yeah. God, can you imagine if that was in the movie? That'd be like the fucking creepiest thing.
Well, it'd be like that same urban legend with the fucking the dead midget in Wizard of Oz, which was never fucking there, but I was thoroughly convinced that it was. Seeing shit that wasn't there just because I was like, well, if you squint real hard and pretend something is there, it looks like there's something there.
I didn't hear the dead midget fucking urban legend. I've never heard that.
Yeah,
supposedly a dead midget in fucking Wizard of Oz, huh?
Yeah, there was a scene in the Wizard of Oz where in the background there's one of the Munchkins, like one of the actors hung themselves in the background.
Oh, that's the urban legend.
Yeah, and really it's just some really shittily done background like paintings and shit.
Yeah.
Like what they would like they would do the foreground, like the big updo on the foreground, and then like they would do some like background stuff with like the trees here, whatever, and then in the back, because they're doing most of the shit in like studios, right? Like and there's only so much they can do because they have fucking walls. They would just do paintings and fucking like and shit like that, and that's what they did for that movie. And like there's one little shadowy part that looks kind of shitty in there, but it does have a odd resemblance of like the shadow or whatever. Kind of looks like a midget hanging from a rope.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, that's definitely not a dead midget hanging from a rope. It could be if you really make it that way, but yeah.
Yeah. But like I was convinced that was fucking true for the longest time. Fucking told everybody who would listen about it. Look back at it later as an adult, I was like, I'm a fucking idiot. Like, I'm fucking retarded.
That seems like something if you smoked enough weed you might think. You'd be like, there's a dead midget in this fucking movie. Whoa.
Whoa.
When you become Owen
Joey
Wilson.
Lawrence, whoa. Holy shit. Yeah, what else is happening?
Wild and crazy guys, huh?
We're just three wild and crazy guys. Yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking look at I don't look at the news anymore, so I don't ever know what's fucking going on.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think it's like 1 o'clock and we should probably call it a fucking day.
Right.
Oh, it's time to start playing Overwatch